Hey, I'm Will.
I'm Maurice.
And I'm Noah, and this is the Crippled Pod.
You are listening to an unsponsored podcast. If you would like to sponsor this podcast, please reach out to us on our Instagram page.
Hello, everyone. Specifically, you guys right here in front of me. Hello.
Hey, howdy.
Did everybody have a good weekend? Let's start there. Did everybody have a good weekend?
Yes.
Okay, good. I can't.
I had a great weekend.
Perfect. I can't take any, like, if there was death in the family, someone getting divorced, like, don't tell me about it. I can't take that on right now.
So you want to ask?
Why?
You don't want a real answer.
Well, it's
You
more
don't
just
wanna
like
know.
it's common courtesy. Like, I have to ask, but I don't want to. Don't give me bad news.
did
I
have
can't
a
take
death
that
in
right
the
now.
family, actually.
Son of a
But-
bitch. Hopefully, it was no one close to you.
I mean,
Don't get
We
no.
don't need to
Look,
get
we're
into
already
it.
getting. We're
You
getting.
know?
I don't want to hear it. I don't
I
want
like
to
how
hear it.
you. I like how you started with. I had a great weekend, and then said, "Oh, by the
Yeah.
way."
well, it was last week is when it happened. So
Oh, that's yeah. I only asked about the weekend. So
that doesn't count.
side
True.
note,
Good point.
sidebar.
Good point.
Yep. Don't want to
Doesn't
hear about
count.
deaths during the week.
The funeral was this weekend. That's But
Sounds like it had a good spread though. If you had a great weekend.
I wasn't there.
Oh, so that's why you had a great weekend.
Maybe
Listen,
Maurice
what
didn't
I
like
did this
person very
weekend-
much.
I rearranged my office.
Oh
And-
yeah.
So I am ridiculously sore because we basically moved one office to another room and moved our bedroom into what used
Sure.
to be an office. But now I redid the gallery wall. I don't
Love
have
it.
the door behind me anymore. Oh,
Beautiful.
last time the video for the last podcast, you could see my thermometer
When it went wide.
of
Yeah.
how many
Yeah.
sales of the special edition I had done in the background. I was like, shit! Oh fuck! I didn't zoom because we are just in this little square.
Yeah.
Anyway, I needed
No,
to change.
no,
good.
fine.
Needed
I
to
think it
change.
gives the people what they really want, which is how many books is Maurice selling. That's what they really are here for. So
That's the thing about people love this part about podcasts. I don't know, like they just want people to riff.
I
Yeah.
think riffing. That's what
100%.
people enjoy. It's what,
And I'll tell you, if there's something I do, it's riff, baby.
It's riff.
I can riff, I can vamp, I can small talk. You give it to me, I'm gonna do it for you. But here we go. Couple housekeeping things before we go. Oh, hold on,
Hey.
giant logging truck going by my house.
Final
So
destination.
Couldn't hear it.
we are, as of this moment, I will tell you right now. Let's see, because if it's changed, I don't want to get it wrong. Okay, it hasn't changed. We are at 290 people in the Fable Book Club. That's almost 300.
Very close.
My goal was
Close.
200. So we are blowing this baby up. And we even have more people than that listening. We had about 500 listeners for the episode last week on YouTube and Spotify combined, which is more than 500.
That's nuts.
People who are
That's nuts.
listening, come join the book club. Even if you're not going to talk, just do
Yes.
it for make me feel good. I need a win. Maurice had
We
a
make
death in the family.
So many.
It's
Yes, I need a
Yeah.
win.
yeah.
I'm sore.
And me,
We make so many jokes in there. We post art. We just had an artist join.
yeah, Jason,
Jason Dement.
Yeah.
unbelievable art. I do not understand how this dude only has 400 followers on Instagram.
I think
I was
he's
like,
over. I think he's at 500 now.
He needs to blow the freak up because
Yes, he does.
Yeah.
it is
Yes, he does.
classic fantasy to a T, and I love it.
He
Dude. The
did
one
that
of
Tattersale
the
art, right?
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Is there a way, Noah?
That was hot.
Are you able
That
to
was
put
hot.
stuff up here, like show people images?
I
Is that okay?
can. I thought about that. The issue is I have to share my screen. I don't know if I want to do that.
Can we do it in post? Are you?
But
able to
there's
put it
a
up?
way. So yes, I can do it in post, but I don't want to. But I understand.
I was just saying you could put up a
I
couple
can.
of pieces.
Well,
You know.
how about this? Not this episode. Let me figure out, because there's a way to upload media into this program, and
Okay.
I can like flash it up on the screen.
Okay.
So next time I will just upload a bunch of Jason's art or art that we have talked about through the week, so we have it.
Yeah.
And then I can just boom it up if we need
That
to.
would be great because he has some incredible art. He has an Animander Rake, like portrait that's sick.
Yeah.
Oh
And-
man, the Karsa pick.
Yeah, with the polar bear.
Unreal.
Yeah.
You don't know what that is. Oh yeah.
I don't know. But that's the one with the bear, right? That's what that is.
Yeah.
So
I
like,
had
The one
I
with
had
the
a
polar
really
bear is.
I had a really funny idea also, Maurice, to and I was going to ask you about this because I know a lot of people listen to Spotify, and I don't know if we want to do this on a podcast, but I thought about showing pictures of characters and then having Will tell us who they were and what their role was in the book, but he hasn't gotten to them yet.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Next week. I'll have one ready for next week. I'll have one ready for next week.
I don't care.
That'll be funny. Okay, so housekeeping stuff taken care of. We got people listening. That's what we care about. There's no place you can support us. We're not asking for money. Just listen to us.
I mean, I am always asking for money, but not officially on this podcast.
I'm actively trying to get rid of money at all times.
Well, that's a great fit.
So, yep. Of course.
Yeah, I want to say.
Go ahead.
I want to say with the Fable book club, I have been shocked by how horny it is. That's the thing that's kind of taken me by surprise.
I mean, are we shocked though?
I think that's the book community, man.
I think it really is. Wild. I think we've got the book talk girlies in there and like the dark romance girlies, and they're
and then guys who haven't touched any boobs. We have book talk girls and guys who have never seen a boob in real life. So when you combine those two together, you just get
a lot. It's a lot. The amount of people, like, there's a whole thread on there about who is the hottest character in Malazan. But it's funny because most of us haven't read beyond like halfway through book one.
It's Rake, and it's obviously Rake, and potentially I would say Callum.
Oh yeah.
He's a hottie. Well, there was a debate in there about is Whiskey Jack hot, and
I think he is, and I'm not going to say why I think he is because of like something in book 3.
It's that zaddy hot, dude.
Yeah, I think you know like grizzled. Yeah, like grizzled. Which, speaking of our artist friend Jason, I happen to know he's working on a Whiskey Jack piece right now.
Ooh,
and he said that he will.
He did.
I said you can settle the debate for us, and he said I will make sure that we settle the debate.
Is that why he asked me? He wanted pictures of all sides of my face.
My God, shut the fuck up.
No, he didn't.
No, that's
I can't even.
Would you guys lose it would you guys lose it if I came back as Whiskey Jack?
Yes. You should cosplay as Whiskey Jack.
Is he a blonde? I don't think so. He doesn't have blonde.
He's not blonde for sure. Have you seen the Broken Binding? He's in.
Yes. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Although that art in the Broken Binding, if I'm not mistaken, has him with long hair, and I always picture him with short hair for some reason. I don't know if it's the military thing.
I do
but
too.
Okay. I picture him with like short hair and a mustache.
Right? It's medieval.
Yeah. Short hair is hard to maintain when you don't have razors and stuff. So, yeah.
I do like to razor my hair every once in a while to keep it short. I know, Will, you don't know what a haircut's like, but neither of you know what haircuts are like. So
yeah, I was gonna say Maurice has his pulled up right now. This is a lot longer than mine. So
well, I get one every 2 weeks, and there's no razors involved.
Hey, but if you were on
the barbers,
but okay, if you're out,
That's good to know.
Dujek was getting shaved. Remember that whole?
Yeah. Do you think do you think it's the surgeons?
Barber.
Okay, but think about it. If you're trying to maintain like a military short haircut in like on a campaign that type
U.S. military thing, by the way, the Mongolians didn't do that. You know what I mean?
Mongolians. What? I like how we're comparing the U.S. military to the Mongolians.
I mean, two forces that are really expansionist and fuck around.
That's that's actually a fair point.
You know.
You're about to open a can of worms.
That's a different podcast.
We don't need to. Yeah, we don't
need to go there. We can talk about the Malazan Empire and their expansionist policies. We don't have to talk about the American Empire.
We're about to hit our 10-minute vamp limit,
okay.
So
all right.
Let's get moving. Let's get moving. Is there anything we need to say before I read a short summary of chapter 5?
I want to reiterate that for this episode, we're covering books 2 and 3. That's chapters 5 through 10. So if you have not read those chapters, go read the chapters and come back.
Books 2 and 3 in Gardens of the Moon.
Yeah, specifically. We're not covering.
That it's called books. I'm like, can we just call it act or
art? Yeah, I know. I told my wife I have to read 2 books of Malazan this last weekend, and she's like, "What?" And I was like, "No."
2,000 pages?
Yeah, I was
Right,
like,
no.
no.
No. Sorry, it's parts 2 and 3 of Gardens of the Moon.
Parts, I like that.
So
Yeah.
it's specifically chapters 5 through 10. So go read them if you haven't, because there will be spoilers in just a few seconds.
Yeah,
so.
major spoilers.
Yes. I'm about to
Crazy
spoil
shit
it right now.
happens in books.
Go ahead and spoil it.
2 and 3. Yeah.
All right.
Wait,
Here we
before
go.
you start.
Go.
Before you start. Cut this. Shit, you're not gonna cut it. I know you're not. You never cut.
No, I've cut before. Barely.
You cut things for you. You don't cut things for us.
You cut funny shit.
Not if it's good content. You got to keep the good content.
I sent you the picture without the logo on it.
Okay. Well, it's late now. We're fine.
Yeah, I forgot, and then I remembered right when we started.
Yeah, no, you're fine. Don't worry about it. I'm not cutting that. That wasn't.
I mean,
everybody's gonna want to hear that. Chapter 5. Bum. Chapter 5. I'm gonna mute you both. Cruppa makes his unforgettable debut. Crocus pulls off a risky burglary. An assassin dies on the rooftops of Darujistan, and Opan continues to meddle in the affairs of mortals.
Okay. Yeah.
Before we go into that, how do you guys pronounce Cruppa?
Cruppa.
I pronounce it Croup.
Croup, okay. And then how do you pronounce Crocus?
Crocus. Yeah.
Okay.
Cruppa, though, apparently somebody posted in the Fable Book Club today that Steven Erickson has said that it's pronounced Krupp.
Krupp.
It's too late, Steven.
Yeah. Ralph Lister got to me, so sorry.
Yeah, I was like, when he started saying Cruppa, I was like, what?
That's
Cruppa.
how. That's just how.
That's the German.
It says it like Cruppa. It's not Cruppa.
Okay.
It's
but
like
for his personality, that name makes more sense.
It fits really well.
Cruppa.
The way that Lister does his voice. When I learned that Lister only does books like 1 through 3, it really bothered me. Because so he only does books 1 through 3. Michael Page does the rest of them, and I like Michael Page. But I can tell it's gonna be very different. Like they are totally different style of narrator. Yeah. So I'm terrified for what Crippa sounds like if he's even alive. And
we'll find out. All right, let's talk chapter 5. Let's talk chapter 5, guys. How will as tradition dictates, I'm coming to you first.
Okay.
How was chapter 5 for you?
Chapter 5's breakneck. It's really fast paced. So there's a lot happening in this chapter, and a lot of it's kind of hard to see. So obviously we are now away from Pale. We're in Darujistan, and I think
love Darujistan. Side note, love Darujistan.
Yeah. It's such a cool like concept of a city. Like I don't think he even describes it in this chapter. I think it's
how much do you want to hang out with them all, dude? How much do you want to hang out with them in Darujistan?
The Phoenix Inn gang is like, I want to be their friends, but I also kind of don't want to ever get to know any of them because they scare me. But you know, like in real life,
I hate that I like Murillo. Murillo's such a dandy, but I fucking love him. He's so funny.
Dude,
he's great. Ralik Nan is also great, but again, not someone that you probably want to be friends with in real life. But I mean, I think it's just I love it. This is such a fun like setting. I think when especially when put in direct contrast with Pale, which is so not fun, and then you get to Darujistan and it's like a totally different vibe. Vibe.
It feels like Scott Lynch to me, Darujistan.
Yes, I was literally about to say it feels like we stepped into the lies of Locke Lamora.
And in that it feels even more like James Logan if you've read Silverbelt Promise or Blackfire Blade. So that feels very Darujistan. And I haven't talked to James a lot, but I'm very curious if he's a Malazan fan.
I can tell he's a
Scott Lynch fan.
Lynch is. Yeah. I would bet money
Scott Lynch for sure.
Malazan fan.
Yeah.
100%.
Maurice, have you read Gentlemen Bastards?
Yeah. I'm up to date.
Yeah, I have not read book 3, but regardless, I think that there is definitely a vibe there. You can tell I think part of it is just like the heist crew. I totally
see that. The heist crew, and there's like a silliness to Darujistan that is really fun. to see because it's such a serious world and serious shit is happening. Like there's this like assassins guild that is apparently pivotal to the hierarchical structure of this
I
city.
know, I love
Like
that.
I think
Yes.
that's so cool. And Steven Erikson did that, and I'm like, what? What? That's so interesting to be
Well, and I
like,
think
no,
is
it's
the
a part of it. Yeah.
now okay, so I know I'm jumping ahead a little bit, but is the
Yes.
breakdown of how the Assassin's Guild fits in, is that in book 3 or is that a beginning of book 4 thing?
That might
You
be
can
book
cut this
4.
if you want.
Like
I got to it, I know that, but I can't remember if it was end of book 3 or beginning of book 4. Anyway,
I think that's later. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah, so okay, you can cut that out. But regardless, yeah, so this chapter, man's a lot happening. Talo, that is a very short-lived POV. Which I really
But I will say, I love Erickson's short-lived POVs because it's crazy because he gets you invested in a character in like 2 paragraphs.
Yeah.
And then it's just like, then it's like gone. You're never going to hear from this again. And I don't know, because I haven't got all the way. I'm just saying, but he's so good at that. Like, I always think of like Robin Hobb for like, as like my character author, right? But then when I really think about it, and I think of Steven Erikson, what he's able to do in such a short amount of time, it's incredible. And so I love when we get these like throwaway characters. Yeah. That like their voice is so distinct.
Which is another one of those things that people complaining about how confusing the series is. I'm like, it's really not, because the you're so in their heads instantly. Like it's the POV is so locked in.
This is the moment. This is that pivotal moment where one of the moments where you immediately lose people is when you shift to a new book and it's like, hold on, what? We have a whole new cast, and this happens
where's the bridge burners?
again in Malazan. Yeah. Where are all these people I've been spending all this time with? Why do I need to know these people? And it's because you do. You just do. You
just trust that you do. You just do.
Trust Erikson.
And I cannot wait till we get to Deadhouse Gates, because it's just like, what the fuck? Where did everybody go? What is this?
Oh my god!
What am I reading?
Book 4, House of Chains.
Yeah, is that like that too? I haven't read that one, so
it might be one of the biggest drop off points for people who are
like
interesting.
Well, yes. So okay, to surmise, to summarize,
chapter 5.
Tons of stuff happens in chapter 5. Big events feel like Rallick killing the suitor instead of Lady Simtal. That's a
wonder why he did that. Wonder why he did that.
Yeah. And it's like he just kind of decides to, so that's a big moment. Then there's Crocus being saved, upon saving Crocus's life with the coin.
Yeah, let's talk about Opon a little bit.
Yeah.
Can we hit on that?
Yeah. I think so.
Well, I think Opon also is what influenced Rallick Nam in that moment.
Yeah, I think so too.
That's what I was going to say. Do you think he had something to do with that?
Well, it kind of seems like there's this theme of anytime a character does something that kind of makes a snap decision, or does something that they weren't expecting themselves to do, it kind of feels like, could that be meddling? Could that be Opon or a different god influencing what's happening? Because obviously we also know Shadow Throne is active too, so that is doing a lot of stuff. So yeah,
it's
that's
very interesting with Shadow Throne, because you feel like Shadow Throne is doing more direct meddling and more direct influence. Like Cotillion and Sari, that whole dynamic is really strange, because like Opon is creating like mortal tools. It's what I'm curious, like, is that because Opon's older, Shadow Throne's a newer god? Is that like...
Yeah, that was kind of my understanding, was some of that comes down to their nature. Like Opon is more of a, reads to me more like a trickster god in a way. I know they're like, they're the god of Loki, which feels like it could lend itself to being very kind of like two-faced and dichotomous. So I think that's part of it, whereas Shadow Throne is more, literally two-faced. Whereas Shadow Throne is more like, I have big ass dogs and I can just kill you if I want to. Whereas maybe Opon can't do that. I don't know the limits of Opon's power. So if Opon,
the Warren of Shadow, do you know what kind of magic that does yet? I can't remember where that is
Not at
and
this
when
point.
that kind of comes
Not at
in.
this point.
Okay, then I won't talk about that.
I
I'll
think
just like
I know a little, yes, but not at this point.
okay.
So yeah, I think that's the implication I get is some of it is a strength factor that maybe Opon can't directly reach out and like hurt people or make them do what they want. But some of it could also just be nature. I think we've talked about the mythological aspect of Malazan, how it has a sort of, it feels to me at times like Greek myth, and so I think in terms of like the pantheon, right? They have their nature that limits them in some capacity, right? There are things that certain gods are better at or can't do or whatever. So I'm applying that same logic here, and I could be wrong entirely, but that's just where I'm coming down on it, that they have limitations that they just can't overcome because of the nature of being gods.
Yeah.
The gods have rules.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
You don't
Which
know
was
what
kind of
they are,
already hinted at.
but you know they exist.
Yeah, which was kind of already hinted at with like with Hood in the scene with Perrin, that there are rules that they have a way they interact with each other, the gods. So
And you get a lot more of that in book 3 is when that
Yeah.
all started to click for me. So
Yeah.
right
Well,
now, don't worry about it.
and
Don't stress
also,
about it.
you know, Hood sent out a representative to meet Opon, and that was kind of seen as like a big deal that he didn't come meet them himself. Is, you know, there's like hints at a game being played that
Hood
you
can
don't
do whatever
fuck
the
you.
fuck
It
he
was a
wants,
fuck you
dude.
for
Yeah.
sure. Yeah.
So
Fucking sick, dude.
So anyway, yeah, Opon meddles, saves Crocus's life. Tallow is,
We love Crocus.
Yes, I love Crocus. Crocus.
Old Croaky.
We should also
Dumb
say
Crocus.
what he was doing
Dumb
in this
little
chapter,
bitch-ass Crocus.
stealing some
Being a little
jewels,
perv is what he was
stealing
doing.
some jewels, and he sees some boobies.
He would fit in the Fable Book Club.
He would fit in, and he would say that this
He'd be
person he
great.
robbed is the hottest character in Malazan.
He's like, yo, titties. Hold up.
Like,
Is that Tattersail Boy?
What are
She
those?
thick. She thick, dog.
Yeah.
Jason, you got that picture unclothed? Shoot that over. That's on the Patreon. You gotta pay. That's
Jason's
a
about
high
to get
level.
Jason's about to get some demented requests.
Well, he did it. I think he has a topless image
He
of
does.
a character from the future book on his gallery.
But yeah, it's my background. It's my wallpaper.
But where is it?
Right now on my laptop.
Where it is. No, okay. So anyway, Crocus robs this woman, sees her naked, and immediately falls in love with her.
As you do.
Yeah. I mean, he's what, 15?
As a young man,
Right, he's
seeing a
15,
woman
so
naked, you
He's
love
15. She's of a similar age. We don't actually know how old she is, but
what 15-year-old boy
imagine.
can't relate to this on some level, right? Dude,
her. I'm still in love with Topanga.
Yeah.
And he never even saw her topless
Nope.
Nah.
He did not.
I mean,
in his dreams.
Anyway, so Crocus falls in love, gets saved. Then we Talo. Oh, you know what? Hang on, I'm way ahead of myself. I need to go back and talk about the best character in this book, Crippa. So
Croup, baby, Croup.
So his introduction is unfucking hinged.
He's unchanged all the time.
I love this. I love this because we just came from this very serious, military-driven Siege of Pale. Like, everything is very regimented, and there's rules, and there's an engagement happening, and we have these epic magic battles. And then we have this fat dude who just talks about himself in the third person, and is in a dream with gods or something, and he's just chatting.
God, I love Croup
like,
so much. I love that. It's so funny if you go into the Fable Book Club and look from chapter 5 to chapter 6 to chapter 7, all the way going forward, you just see people are like, I put in there, Croup makes the worst first impression of any character that could possibly make. He comes in and you're like, who the fuck is this guy? And then every time he appears, you steadily start to be like, fucking Croup, dude. Fucking Croup. He grows on you like a tumor. I don't know.
He does. And we'll talk about him a lot more today. But I put in the Fable Book Club when I first read chapter 5. I said I'm not sure if Crippa is going to be my favorite or least favorite character in this series or in this book. I went back on there yesterday and updated, replied to that comment. I said, for anybody reading this later, it's favorite. He's my favorite character.
I need this is why I'm excited for book 3, because I want to get people's opinion then about where people are at and stuff. So man.
See, okay, y'all can't do this. You cannot do this.
It's not, that's a book soft 3? Spoiler. It's not even a spoiler.
No, I'm not saying it's a spoiler. I'm saying book 3 is months away. You cannot build a hype for a book that we're not going to get to for months.
I'll build hype. Book 3 is my favorite book in the series. Book 2 is a lot of people's favorite book in the series.
Book 2 is great.
Well,
so we got good shit.
We got good Josh shit posted coming. That reel and was talking about, today, and was talking about Malazan, and he was like, book 1's a 5-star read. Book 2's a 5-star read. Book 3 is the best book I've ever read in my life. And it's not like I know multiple people with that same opinion. So I'm excited. I'm really excited to get to it. But we're not in book 3 of Malazan. We're in book 2.
We're on chapter 5 of book 1.
Book 2 of book 1.
Yes. So Crippa, love him, but I was weirded out at first. It was a major tone shift. So if you're reading this and you're like, what the fuck is happening in this book? Just know that, like, I get it. This is a major, like, what the fuck moment for me.
Yeah.
Please let that book fall and hit you right in the head.
Work. I was like, this would be a cool background.
You're gonna have to clear some space there.
I'm out of space.
Is that?
Hey,
what is it? Ezra
the back page, the end papers on the back is Darujhistan.
Oh yes, I love this picture. Oh yeah, this is a Jeff one, right?
Finn and Callum, I think so.
Yeah, this is a Jeff pick. Yeah. Jeff's the best, dude. I love Jeff.
Jeff's
Plains, dude.
I've been trying to get him to do my book for free.
People who live. I want to know more about these people who tend the flames of
the gray. What are they called? Gray. What are they called?
The gray
face?
people, I think. Yeah.
Gray faces?
Yeah. Google it.
My favorite part is that he mentions it once, never mentions it again for like hundreds of pages.
Oh, yeah. That's Erickson, baby. And then it's stuck in your head. You're like, who the fuck why am I still thinking about these gray dudes?
Well, like he throws it in again. He like mentions it again one time in like several chapters from now. And I remember thinking like, gray faces. Wait a second, aren't that? Which ones are those?
Look, just accept it.
Yeah, no, I did. I didn't even question it. I was like, okay, these are now people that I know.
No.
You will forget more than you remember about Malazan by the time you're done with your first read.
So yeah,
let's
chapter 5.
Is there anything else we want to talk about in chapter 5?
The people coming down from the sky to kill Tallow probably is significant.
Those are important. We don't know who they are in this chapter.
Yeah,
they're a mystery.
Yep, but we can assume they're magical in some way because they came from the sky. So
they floated down.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Who knows?
I mean,
I never see him again.
At the moment, it did occur to me.
You may never see these again.
It did occur to me in the moment of like, they came from the sky. What else is in the sky?
Did it? It did occur to you?
It did occur to me.
I had no idea. When I first read this chapter, I was like, what the fuck is going on? Who are these assassins?
Well, yes, I mean, there was definitely that thought too, but like, we know of another group of people that happen to live in the sky. So it did occur to me.
Interesting.
But yeah, okay. So chapter 5, I think that's pretty good. Chapter 5. Maurice, what do you got for chapter 5?
Whoa.
What?
You are we doing a Maurice recap right now? No, I was like, no, Will, you don't get 20 minutes to talk about 5, then ask us.
Move on. We're going to chapter 6.
No, let's do Maurice's important things.
That's what I was saying.
Okay.
You gotta say that. You just said, Maurice, what you got? I'm like, what are we doing?
I meant the important things. I just forgot.
We're 30 minutes in.
Oh God. Okay. Important things. This one is. You really got to remember the characters. That's it. So the Phoenix Inn gang. Remember Crocus. Remember that he's an idiot and he just loves titties. Remember Cruppa. He is polarizing. Cruppa. He was talking to potentially himself in his dream or spirits that represent those ideals I don't know. Honestly, I don't know.
I'm not sure.
Also,
Crippled knows.
remember that the assassins are a big deal here. They're just a normal part of this city, and that 2 assassins fell from the sky and killed our boy Tallow, and we don't know who that is, but that's important.
We barely know who Tallow is.
Yeah.
Yeah, these are multiple characters that we don't really know.
Yeah.
But this is important.
All right.
This matters.
All right. Here we go. If you have not read past chapter 5, go do it. We're about to go into chapter 6, where we're seeing one of my favorite characters. And I don't know if anybody else feels this way. I should ask in the group. But Crone runs an errand for Anomander Rake as Darujasan's elites push a secret annexation vote for the Malazan Empire. Ooh, dum bum bum. Circlebreaker learns some secrets for his master, the L. Ralik Nam makes a game time decision to play politics, though that decision may not have been his own, and Rake arrives in the city, revealing the terrifying presence of the Tista Andi and clarifying the truth of the Siege of Pale to the mysterious alchemist Baruch. I love Crone and Baruch.
Yes. The scene with Crone, I laughed out loud multiple times at Crone.
Dude, Crone is so good.
Because she's funny, but she also the sequence where Baruch is meeting with Councilman Orr, and she's disguised as a dog.
Yeah.
He was like petting the dog. He was like petting the dog, and Baruch's like stifling a laugh because of how stupid it looks to him. Like, I thought that whole sequence was just so funny.
Do you just imagine like a weird humanoid crow, like just sitting, just like Golluming next to this guy while he's getting pet?
The guy's like, "Oh, what a cool dog!"
I picture it like Baruch sees the outline of the dog, but he sees the crow or the great raven within what the dog is. But I feel like Crone is getting petted.
Yeah,
Crone's getting petted, and I just love that she's such a sassy bitch. She is such a sassy little bitch. She's so funny. She just like, I ate your fucking magic, dude. That's how
you want to know. So this will resonate with some people who've seen this. I don't know if anybody's watched Schitt's Creek.
Yes, I have.
So when Moira does her crow movie and then she turns into a crow, so I always picture Moira halfway turned into a crow as Crone, and so it's just the funniest picture. I'm gonna have to. I'll post a picture in the Fable Book Club of Moira. Look up Moira. The crows have eyes. See her dressed up. And that's how I see Crone.
That is hilarious. She'd be a great Crone.
I know. Her voice too in the show. Oh, it's perfect. I'll see if I can find a YouTube link. I'll be like, check out Crone in Schitt's Creek.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just love Crone. But yeah, go ahead, Will. Tell us. Yeah. How'd you Crone, Baruch? How we doing?
I like Baruch. I like Baruch. I get the impression that Baruch is up to a lot of devious shit, but I do like him.
Devious, like in a bad way?
No. Well, okay. I mean, I couldn't say if it's bad or good yet, but
there's no such thing as good and bad in Malazan.
Yeah, right? I mean, he's got his interests, and like, I think he wants to remain. Clearly, does not want to annex to the Empire.
For sure.
Which,
who would?
What? Right. Well, I think he understands, like, we've just seen what they, and like, as the reader, we've seen what they did to Pale. And like, the implication is kind of that, like, a lot of the things they did would have happened anyway. The, like, slaughter and the, culling of people. Like, that's not going to be avoided if you annex to them. It's kind of the implication that I get, especially for sorcerers. So,
I understand. I understand what you're saying. Sorry.
Yeah. So I think that's kind of Baruch's mentality, right? Is like, you're to maintain any kind of semblance of what this city is, like, we can't annex. So I don't think it's as simple as that. I think he has ulterior motives probably too, but I like his character a lot though. No, he's definitely on the up and up, 100%. There's nothing else happening here.
He gives me like a kind of chiller Sauron vibes.
Yeah.
I don't know what's a chill Sauron.
I don't know, but I get where you're coming from.
No, because
Gandalf's too altruistic.
He's too nice. He's not nice enough for Gandalf, I don't think. But maybe angry Gandalf.
Mad Gandalf when he's talking to
I'm not
Merry,
trying to hurt you. Or, yeah, when he's talking to you fool of a toque. Yeah.
Or like at the Council of Rivendell when he like starts speaking the black tongue and like just to make a point. Yeah.
Oh, we're going to book. Okay, you're gonna freak people out.
Ooh.
That's in the movie.
Is that in the movie?
Yes.
Is it?
I don't know. I don't remember that.
I don't remember that
He's
either.
like speaking the black tongue, and then Elrond is like telling him to shut up, don't speak those words in the city. Like, yeah, that's in the movie.
Huh.
It's in the extended edition.
Well, I guess I'm just so well read that I don't even recognize some.
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Anyway.
Yeah, I just registered that as English to me.
Yeah, do you not speak the black tongue? You know, there are keyboards. There are cool keyboards that have instead of letter, it's the black tongue on your keys. Drop does them.
Really?
I just got an email. Yeah, it's pretty sick. Amazing. I was like, well, I'm not a very good typer, so I can't get that. But
are you over here like this, typing out your book?
I mean, that would be embarrassing for you if that was the case.
What? Oh yeah, because you caught
so
me.
Fast. Yeah. Listen, I am a very fast typer, but I only type correctly with my right hand and finger tap with my second.
Yes.
With my left. My second.
Yes.
My second hand. The left, the one that doesn't matter. This one, I can't. I don't know why. I never learned like how to do it with my left. The home keys or whatever.
Yeah, I can type really fast with.
I'm a fast fuck with my left hand though.
Yeah, I'm fast, but I do the same thing. I like to finger tap with one hand and like actually type with the other. So
guys, we're way off topic.
We're way off the reservation. Okay, so Baruch, like him, Crone,
Circle Breaker,
like her,
Circle Breaker.
Don't understand what's happening with the eel. That part I am kind of lost.
What I love about what Erickson does is that he gives you enough to understand a character, who they are, and their purpose, but you don't know them. You don't have to know them fully to really get them and how they move. Circle Breaker is one of those. Baruch's another. You don't really know how powerful Baruch is. You know how powerful Animander Rake is the second he fucking steps out of Moonspawn and
hair flowing,
obliterates an entire army of Marines.
Sword of Darkness. Yeah.
Yeah, he's incredible. Like, you get that. He's aura farming from the jump. But then you have characters like Baruch and Croup and other characters that'll be introduced who you're like, how powerful are these characters? Like, could they take this person in a mage duel? Could they, could they stand up to Callum? I don't know. It's hard to tell. And then when you like, he's so sneaky with it. He's so sneaky with, like, boom, they get a moment. Or they get their asses kicked. And it's so funny. And it's always, he always kind of gives you what you want and breaks your heart. Like, he's,
You always get what you want eventually.
Yeah.
I hear that. He's not Joe Abercrombie. Yeah. I'll say that. That's why a lot of people like to say that Malazan isn't technically grimdark. It's just dark epic fantasy, because it's he doesn't follow that rule. Like Joe Abercrombie, all of his fucking endings are fucking sad. You know,
dude,
like,
Abercrombie books are just
unless you're a Baez fan.
And who is?
Spoilers.
And who is?
I was gonna say, I don't want to.
It's the same people who like Lysander. It's the same people who like Lysander who like Baez.
People are gonna be someone's gonna be listening to this who's reading like book 2 in First Law and be like, "What's wrong with Baez?" Yeah,
I know.
Sorry, guys.
First Law. I love.
Those have been out forever. Those have been out forever, dude.
I love, but I also love Lysander as a character. I think he's an incredible character.
Oh yes.
Baez
is his best
phenomenal
bitch, and I want to kill him. Yep.
He is a little bitch. I won't say why he's a little bitch, but I do. He's a great character. He's fantastic.
So anyway, let's talk about this book. So yeah, I think I do love that. There's like, also there's these characters like the eel. I don't know who that is. I don't know who that is. I know that they are clearly an opponent or like in some way relevant to what Baruch is trying to do, and he doesn't love him. He doesn't love this guy, but we don't really know anything about who it is. So
the Circle Breaker is bringing Baruch information that he has obtained on behalf of the eel.
Yeah, so like a double agent. it was the
He's
implied.
like, oh no, he's saying the eel told him to report this to Baruch.
Okay, right.
So the
Okay.
eel is kind of like he's like obviously this spy master figure, mysterious figure, but he's working with Baruch at least right now,
To
and
some
that's
degree.
kind of like the
Right.
angle that you go in with.
Is this the chapter? I'm trying to remember. This is the chapter where Rake speaks to Baruch. Is that this chapter?
Let me see. Rake. So this is the chapter we get Councilman Orr. He's with Lady Simtal, and she's like, "You need to kill him," and he's like, "We will not kill him. We have
But
other
is that
things to do, woman."
is
Like
that is chapter 6?
he's such a
That,
little bitch. Oh, I want to
okay.
kill him. And then Rake comes in and explains everything that happens in Pale.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. I was just making sure.
Sets the record straight.
Yes.
Sets the record straight. So
yes.
nobody.
He's
like, don't worry, guys. It's just the Tissa Andy. We're fine.
Right.
And then we meet the Phoenix Inn gang officially. We meet all of them.
Yes. These chapters are so long. Sometimes I like try to remember, like, did that happen in this chapter or the next one? Like,
Yeah.
you know. So,
Yeah.
okay. So yeah, the moment with Rake and Baruch feels really big and significant. And I think that the clarification of what happened with the Wizards of Pale is a big deal. That they fled. I mean, that's a big fucking deal.
Hunted them down.
And it like really drives
Sick,
home
though.
that you don't double cross Animander Rake. Like you don't lie to him. You don't fuck him over, right?
Right.
Don't do that to anybody with silver hair. First off,
generally in
7
fantasy novels,
feet tall.
Yeah. No.
Well, generally in
giant
fantasy novels,
giant
if a dude has like
schlong.
silver hair, you just don't, and a big sword.
Schlong.
Yeah.
Two big swords.
Too big.
Dujack's one arm.
Okay, you said this last time when he was talking about Paran's sword. Every time that he says sword in a Paran chapter, he says Paran's sword. And I'm like, I hear it now. He is definitely talking about his dick. It's crazy.
Yeah. I don't know if that's
some foreshadowing for what's coming up.
I don't know if that's an Erickson thing or if that's something the narrator just chose to do.
I think it's the narrator because I
think it's so funny. It's so funny. We'll get to Perrin. Okay, so yeah, the Wizard of Pale fled and now Rake is hunting them down. And I like the threat. Clearly there's something fucky with his sword. So Baruch is like scared of it, like genuinely terrified of his sword, which is interesting that he was not terrified of Rake himself. He's not intimidated by Rake's presence. He's intimidated by the sword. And obviously we come back to that later, but that's interesting. And like the idea of like hunt down these wizards and tell them like, you can either kill them or I can kill them with this sword. And that'll be enough. I think that was an interesting.
Wait, do we know what the sword is yet?
No,
Maurice. Okay.
I
will save my comment. Okay.
We learned this in book 5, I think, or book 4 or 5.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, that's a big chapter. And then the Phoenix Inn gang, we get the official introduction to them.
Would that be a spoiler saying when we're going to learn that?
I don't think so. I mean, I just don't think we need it. That should be in the things to remember. His sword.
Just remember his sword.
Yeah.
His sword's a big deal. The one on his back, not the one.
Yes.
So I mean,
the scary sword.
The scary sword, not the happy sword. So
the uncircumcised sword.
He's definitely called Daddy Rake in the book club. That's what everybody's calling him.
That's what I said. He's the official. He's the OG, not Shadow Daddy, Dark Daddy. So that's what I'm saying. Listen, if you're listening to this and you're like a romantic-y girly, there's a place from. There is a seat at this table for you. Is all I'm saying. Okay.
Yes.
100%. Like you can't tell me that all of these, 1,000-year-old fays that are like obsessed with, that character. I'm just telling you that character comes from here. That's my current assumption, is that character was born from this character. So, Sarah J. Maas may disagree with me, but Anyway,
we don't speak her name.
We don't need Sarah's opinion. Anyway,
that's all. I mean, I'd take her opinion over Rebecca Yarros if we're gonna get into it.
Okay, let's not alienate.
We're not gonna get into it.
So, yeah. Now I'm not gonna say anything now because I got yelled at last time.
I love getting yelled at. Look for that every day. 3 to 4 people mad at me is my goal.
Okay, well,
I
got one.
You ever seen the show Billions?
I've never watched it. No.
It's like so Paul Giamatti's character is like this DA, but he's
I love Paul Giamatti.
He's incredible. He's an attorney, a United States attorney, and he has a kink of being domed, and it's that whole.
I'm not gonna make
like
any facial expressions about that.
Powerful men in their real life, it's very prevalent for those people to be able to release. They have to let go of that like control that they have in their everyday life. So sexually, they like to be humiliated, yelled at, and I saw Noah. I saw Noah just now.
I'm just saying, there's a thing. Look, I'm a big guy.
Noah. I know.
I'm a big guy. I'm a big guy. We don't know. That's all we need to go into.
Are we saying then that statistically it's likely that Animander Rake is a sub?
Yes.
That he's a sub.
Yes.
For sure. I bet, bruh.
Which gives me some theories we need to get to in March. So let's talk.
Okay, I do want to say this though. I want to say this. So we've mentioned a couple of TV shows and actors now.
Yeah.
This is like kind of off topic, but this is the only place I can bring it up. So I was doing some reading because I was thinking as I'm listening to and reading this book that I can see why no one's tried like a full scale adaptation of it yet. But I'm also a little surprised that no one has because it has the makings of it. Do you guys think they'll ever actually?
Way to go.
Do you think that anyone will ever actually try it? Because I know, like, apparently, when Game of Thrones was on, HBO toyed with the idea, but it never got off the ground.
Really?
After this podcast, I bet.
Yeah,
there's execs listening to this.
We're gonna do it. We're gonna launch it.
Can we be consultants?
Yeah. That would be so sick.
They're gonna consult with me, who's not even read them.
I can be the schlong consultant.
Malazan.
I want a shirt. Malazan schlong consultant.
One of the things that would be difficult about this series is, a few things. But obviously, doing Tiste Andy, it's basically blackface.
That's true.
And because there are black people.
That's why we probably don't see Dritz in.
Right. Quickbin, they're black. But Tiste Andy are not black. They are pitch black. They are like
they're black Europeans.
They don't have They
black
They're
Caucasians.
7 feet tall. They could be they could be anything. You know, they could be Aryan, they could be African, they don't have to be a specific race.
They're just drow
for us. Yeah.
Yeah, they're basically
like
drow. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And I think that would be a challenge culturally to do and do it with the nuance that it would need. And I think people would inevitably have fucking issues with it. Even though I don't think it wouldn't be the same as it would.
I'd be okay making them violet. Different. We could make them violet.
Yeah, could you make them like a dark purple?
Like a dark purple.
Yeah.
That could go.
That would work. That would work. And then you avoid that. That's
why we're consultants.
Yes. We're your sensitivity readers.
God. Yes. Three white guys.
Three white guys.
3 30-year-old white guys.
We're not. We're not. I was kidding. But also, the scale is really hard, and the story is not told in a straight line, which I think is bad for TV.
There would be a lot of rearranging having to happen.
Well, I was thinking that as I was reading it, I think
book fans would be mad
if you did this as a TV show, or it'd have to be a premium cable. Like you can never do it as a movie. So if you did it as a premium cable, I was thinking you have to rearrange it a lot. Like the way the books are structured, where like they kind of jump from like you spend a lot of time here and then a lot of time here. You couldn't do that. I don't think you'd have to mix them up, and do things in a different order. And I do think you'd have some fans of the book that would be upset about that. Because the experience would be very different with the way the story comes together, right? Because in the book, it's like you're spending time here, and then things start to come together here. In a TV show, that's a lot harder to do.
This is another thing that people complain about with Malazan, and it's because in the first 5 books, books 1, 2, 4, and 5 introduce completely new casts to follow. Then you kind of settle. Every book subsequently has new characters that are introduced, but you kind of get the mains in the first 5. Sort of. A lot. It's complicated, but that would be very difficult because there are things that happen in book 5 that are the first time you're experiencing these characters. And it's like, would you have those characters featured in season 1? That would, because it's happening. A lot of things, the reason why he tells these stories is because they're happening simultaneously. So, like, what's happening in book 1 right now, or is it book 2 and 3 that happen at the same time? I can't
Book
remember.
1 and 2 happen at the same time.
Okay, book 1 and 2 happen at the exact same
time. So they would
time.
have to be like season 1. They'd have to figure out how to do.
You'd mix books 1 and 2 together for season 1. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
3 is a culmination of book 1 and 2. All right, that's enough of this conversation.
I was just curious.
So sorry.
No, I like the conversation. I'm just thinking we still have 4 chapters to talk about.
Yeah.
Hey,
okay,
at least I'm gonna tell you what you need to remember.
Yes, give us a big. What do you got, Maurice?
Yeah. Okay, everybody get nice. Remember Crone, she's a great raven. Circle Breaker works for the eel. And he's a spy. He's feeding information to Baruch, who is an alchemist, who is also the leader of the wizard cabal of Darujistan. Rallick is planning something with Lady Simtol, and he killed that councilman. We don't know exactly what's going on there, but we know something is going on there. And then Rake gives us some much needed clarifications on what happened in Pale, so we know with certainty that Tashrin unleashed the demons on his mages. We don't know why, and Rake had to kill them. Also, Rake didn't abandon Pale. The Wizards of Pale abandoned Pale. That's what we need to remember. That's the important shit from this chapter, I think.
Okay, that's the important stuff.
In the Phoenix Inn gang, Jesus. The whole gang. Crocus, Croup, Murillo, Cole, and Rallick Nom. Boom.
Wait.
Chapters.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Real quick. Is Lady Simtol's husband mentioned? Is this the chapter where he's mentioned?
He is mentioned loosely.
We don't know who he is. We get the beginning of that.
She's like, I need you to kill him. Yeah.
Yeah. So she's like, can you kill my ex-husband? And he's like, meh. He's like, bitches be crazy. And just goes about his life.
Councilman Tor, he's such a little bitch. I hate him so much.
He's the worst. Yeah. God, he's the worst.
We hate politicians.
We do. Yeah, so this is mentioned. We don't know. So do you have a guess? Did you have a guess at this point?
No. I just let it go. I did not try to guess. I was just like,
yeah.
I'm going to be on the ride.
No guessing.
I was like,
All
is it Croup? You know? Chapter 7.
Fly hands, chapter 7. Okay. Chapter 7. Cruppa, or Croup, or Crap, secretly converses with the elder god Kroll. Very cool. Political and personal schemes tangle as Lady Simtol manipulates Councilman Orr, and Murillo charms his way into an invitation to her party. Crocus, driven by curiosity and bad judgment, of course, plans another burglary despite Rallick Nom's warnings. Cruppa discovers the Crocus's lucky little coin, and we finally learn that the Phoenix Inn crew all work for Baruch. So sick. This chapter ends with one certainty. Cruppa knows far more than anyone realizes, and none of it is accidental.
Yeah, this is where we really start to get the picture of how, like, there's a lot more to Cruppa than meets the eye.
I'm going to let you guys talk.
He muted. He's gone. Okay, no fucking clue what he was trying to say.
I'm gonna let you talk. Blah, 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 blah.
And then gone. Yeah. He's definitely taking a shit.
Anyway, no, you guys go ahead. I have a dog freaking out. Just go ahead.
Oh,
just talk.
He can hear us, by the way, just so we know. Now that we know that he can hear us.
Okay. So yeah, Crippled. This is where Crippled became.
This chapter while he's gone. Yeah, let's go.
He started to become my favorite character here, because you really get a picture of like, oh, this dude's got plans. Like, there's something. He's got stuff working. Like, and okay, it's not just that he has funky dreams. He's like talking to gods.
Right, an elder god, which you
elder god.
You don't know what that means.
We don't know what that
is. It's a big deal.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah. So at like best case, it feels like to me is this is someone on the same level as like an Opon or Hood, but feels maybe bigger than them even. So,
okay.
You know, just because no one else has been called Elder God. You know, right. So my thought was like best case is he's as strong as them. You know,
I'd like to think about it like, okay, so Elder God and God, just based on the name, there's a hierarchy implied.
Yeah,
but if you think about it like the Greek gods, it's like Zeus would be Elder, and like Zeus, Aphrodite, like all those people would be Elder gods. Or is it more like Cronus is an elder god and Zeus is a new god? That's more like it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because Cronus is Zeus's father, right?
Yes.
Was Cronus a Titan?
No. Cronus was a god, and he birthed children and then he ate them.
Yeah.
And then
He's
Zeus
the father
killed him.
Of Zeus, Hades, Poseidon, Hera. Okay, so yeah, the elder gods are like Cronus, and then the other gods are like Zeus, Hades, Poseidon.
Yeah, that's kind of my thought as I'm reading it. I mean, just like you said, the implication just by the name is that there's something more significant about this dude. So yeah, Crippled just talks to elder gods in his dreams, and we don't really know why or what that means or who he is in terms of his significance, but he does that, and that feels like a big deal. So
he's very Crippled always reminds me of Wit from Sanderson stuff.
Yes.
Where it's kind of like this mysterious figure. Yeah, so
Wit,
mysterious
like figure,
Tears,
right? Just randomly in books.
Have you not read Stormlight? You haven't read Stormlight?
Oh, you got to read Stormlight. It's so good.
Yeah.
But
I tried to read the first
Wit and Crippled.
And
You're gonna make Noah mad. He's gonna quit. He's gonna make Noah mad.
I don't. So I've tried to read it. Like, I tried to read it once, and I was just bored, and so I stopped.
Okay, it sounds like we need to do a Stormlight book club afterward. This,
God.
So 2027.
And then
you can be the virgin. You can be the virgin.
And then I tried to do an audiobook, and it was like there are way too many words like that he makes up, so I was just way too confused. Like,
too many words.
I couldn't do other stuff and listen to it.
Okay.
As a first time, I think it would have to be I have to physically read it. My only issue, I love Brandon Sanderson as an author, as a person. My only issue is that I don't connect with his humor. I don't find him very funny. And so when he makes like the characters laugh, I'm like, that wasn't funny. Don't make them laugh.
But I find that funny. I find that funny. That's like that. I find that part funny about it.
Listen, okay, Sanderson is I like his work a lot. He's so creative. But he also sometimes puts a laugh track on his own work, and I don't think it is the best.
He does.
I love it.
But listen, okay, we're gonna go on a major. This is gonna be a major diversion. I promise I'll be back really fast. But I have to say, that's one thing about Way of Kings. The Shallan chapters, I did not enjoy. I didn't like them. It's not because she's a woman. I just didn't like him.
Yeah, it is. No,
it's not.
She's a woman.
It's not like there's one female POV in a goddamn 1,200-page book. Okay.
I say I like the Shallan chapters more than the Kaladin chapters.
I love Shallan. So I don't listen to anything bad about her.
Kaladin. Is it Kaladin or Kaladin?
Kaladin.
Kaladin. He's such a moody little baby boy. Like
that
him
gets
just being
explained as you read more.
I
That
mean,
gets
if you
I
explained
finish
as
the
you
know
read more.
book,
he's
that
so
makes sense.
sad. He's depressed. I got to the point where he was running bridges, basically.
So you didn't give
You
her.
didn't think that was awesome, dude? That's like the Phoenix End crew right there, the bridge crew, dude. They're so good. That's
None of
that's
them had
Socello's Gate.
the
It's
Also,
Socello's
had
Gate, bro.
no one had the charisma of the Phoenix crew in that
you
of the
haven't met
people I met.
Lopin yet.
Yeah, you haven't met Lopin.
You haven't met
No,
Lopin. You didn't
all I
like
met
Kev.
is sad little Kaladin and his little fairy
Okay, we need to stop talking
friend.
about this.
It's gonna.
This is-
You're gonna
we're
make
getting
no one
way-
mad. It's his favorite book. It's his
We're
favorite
getting
book.
way
It's your
off.
favorite book?
The Way of Kings is probably my favorite
I'm
book
not
ever.
trying to
Yeah.
piss you off. I'm just trying to say
I know.
that
It doesn't
I
make me
prefer
mad.
Shallan.
It's fine.
Shallan.
I do. I like Shallan. Shallan is one of my favorite characters ever. People
like the
bitch about her
intrigue.
all the time. So I just
I
call them
love his
sexist when
world
they complain
building.
about her.
I didn't connect with Kaladin, but I think that's because, and this may be a thing for me, is I don't personally deal with depression. Like it's not something I suffer
So
from.
lucky for you, Stormlight is a lot like Malazan, where if you don't connect with the characters, there's going to be so many more. For
There's
you to
so
connect
many.
with.
Yeah.
Because if you don't, that okay.
We gotta move on. We gotta move on.
Okay.
We're an hour
We'll talk
in.
about
We've
this later.
done 2 chapters.
How about the
Off
Phoenix
camera.
Inn
I
crew
love
working
Brandon
for Baruch?
Sanderson.
Yeah,
Yes.
Sanderson's great. Phoenix Inn crew working for Baruch. How cool is that?
Yes.
Yeah. That's a good
Love it.
reveal.
That's a big reveal.
Mm-hmm.
So that's okay. So this is what I'm saying. Like people are like, oh, I never know what's happening in this book. It's coming together right here, like in front of your eyes. You have 2 plot lines converging in a way that like explains both of them. You just gotta give it time. So I give the book time. It will get there.
This is
So-
book 2, by the way. This is part 2 of the book. It's not even.
Yeah,
It's still.
We're not
early.
that far in. Yeah.
Mhm.
So really enjoyed that. The reveal of the team up there. Yeah, I think this chapter did a lot to build intrigue. Is kind of what I felt like. You're it's a lot of stage setting, which is fine.
With the Councilman Aura stuff too is
Yeah.
Yeah.
You mean the stuff with Murillo and his like?
yeah, the party thing.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. We're gonna have a party. And Crocus has been told, do not attempt to rob the Orr estate.
I wonder what Crocus is gonna do.
He's like, Crocus like, yeah, but them titties, dog.
Yeah, he's gotta get some peaks.
Fucking
I respect
Crocus,
it.
Man.
It just
Such
fell
an
off my
idiot.
desk. Yeah. Like I said, a lot of stage setting in this chapter, but I really enjoyed it. You get the reveal of the Phoenix Inn crew. You get the stuff, some intrigue with the party. Yeah, it was a good chat. Really good overall chapter.
Yeah, I think the big thing is just, well, I guess Maurice can give us a big thing. Let's do Maurice's big things because there's a lot in this chapter, but I think there's just a few things that we need to remember from.
Yes.
Agreed. I think we get a little more insight into what Murillo and Bralic Nom are doing. We know they're planning something that has to do with Lady Simtel's party, and obviously it has something to do with Lady Simtel. So that's some insight that we get. Murillo's getting. He's also talking about bouncing booties with Councilman Orr's wife, which is fuck Orr, so that's exciting. Croup does a little. We see a little bit of Croup's power here, or his stealth. He does a sleight of hand and takes a wax imprint of the coin.
Yeah.
And like a flash, like that was so. And Crocus is like, "Oh, I got wax on my fingers. How did that happen?" And fucking Crocus, dude, he's so dumb. I love how Steven Erikson wrote a 15-year-old boy like he's actually a 15-year-old boy. Because
It's perfect.
Most authors don't do that. They write their
They're like
their
mature 15-year-olds for some reason.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, no.
Crocus is an idiot.
No, they're
He's
idiots.
A dummy. Like, let him be a dummy. And then Croup is hiding something. Croup's hiding a lot. But I think that's it. This is like
Yeah. This is a vibes chapter.
It really is. Very vibesy.
Yeah.
Not a lot of huge information.
those damn road workers. They're just working on the road.
It's a classic Erikson filler chapter. Not filler in a bad way. Filler in a good way.
Yeah, it's just
It's
just like immerse in these characters a little bit.
It's set dressing. Mm-hmm. You gotta have it.
Yeah.
Like, this is building the world. This is building these characters into actual people instead of just like point A, point B plots, you know. Yeah.
But we are about to get into a good chapter here, chapter 8.
Chapter 8.
We got some big stuff in here.
Oh shit. Book 3 is crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the end of book 2 for anybody
who
didn't know.
Yep.
That is the end of
That's the Darujhistan hangs.
Yep.
Yeah. Big fan. Book 2 as a whole, I love it.
Yes.
It just feels so different from book 1. Yeah, exactly. It feels like a heisty hangout, just like chilling with the boys book. And
very fantasy, very like your kind of a classic take on fantasy. You said Scott Lynch, and I think you see that the longer you're in Darujhistan, you're like, this is that vibe. This is that feeling, which is, it's kind of, it's nostalgic in a way, because he shifts from this like military fantasy to this like, I don't know, city, like
Tankards and the boys.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. Tankards and the boys. Yeah.
So
yeah,
cool.
I love it.
So cool.
I love it. So and now we're going into book 3, which is not like that.
Book 3, The Mission.
But we do get some cool stuff in book 3. So let's start on chapter 8. Here we go. Maurice's favorite, the Maranth. Pledge ongoing support to Whiskey Jack and the Bridge Burners. Whiskey Jack openly rejects the Empress's plan, choosing survival over sacrifice. Quick Ben attempts to track Hairlock and discovers the puppet mage has fully succumbed to the Warren of Chaos. Almost like we said that last week. The Hound, Gear, may be dying. And Tayshran moves against Tattersail. I like the Gear might be lying. I read that line. Gear might be dying. Remember, because if we remember what happened in Gear, right? What happened in Gear? Remind us, Will.
He got stabbed by Perrin's sword.
Yeah. His sword.
His
sword.
Sword.
Yeah. So we get a lot of this book opens with a bang.
Yes.
Right. We get a lot of we get 3 big things that happen, you know, when it comes. So Whiskey Jack's like, no, fuck you, Empress. The Maranth are like, yeah, we're going to help them out. Hairlock, psycho. And Tayshran moves against Tattersail. I'm worried about my thick girl.
Yeah. This chapter was interesting because it's like way shorter than any other chapter in the book so far. But it's got a lot in it. There's a lot happening. This one's like full send.
I love the since when can Sari fish? What the fuck? They're all like,
yeah. Oh, I love that. I love that scene, dude. It's so good.
Why can she fucking fish?
But we know why she can fish. It's like such good dramatic irony.
Yes.
Yes.
It's very Shakespearerean, and I don't think it's just so interesting to see that in here, because that's like something that's like for stage plays where the audience knows what the cast doesn't. So just that we're getting that with Sari is just it's like such a cool literary device to put into this. Yes. Just because if you notice it, you notice it. If you don't, you maybe just like, oh, that's kind of a funny thought. But when you look back, you're like, that's such deep thinking and planning to thread that through to give us dramatic irony in this throwaway scene where she's fishing.
Yes.
It's just, I thought it was awesome. That's my input for the podcast.
It's excellent.
Bye, Noah.
Yep. I got my Shakespeare minute in.
Are you actually going to share a clip of yourself talking, or are you just going to continue to make it look like only we talk?
Yeah. Look, it's not about me.
It's as much about whatever.
So it's about all of us.
It is. It's a group effort. Anyway, this chapter. Okay, the stuff with the Maranth is super cool. Basically, what's the line? Basically that the flesh of your empire is diseased. Which is super cool. Let me find the exact phrasing.
Cut that shit out.
Yeah,
cut it out of your book.
And he basically was like, you still got time. You're not totally fucked yet, but
we're getting there.
You're close. And yeah, it said we'll be with you, whatever you do. That was really cool. And then Whiskey Jack going rogue essentially and deciding Yeah,
awesome.
We're gonna live. I'm gonna keep my friends alive.
Yeah, I love that.
I love the
It's
look
like
in
so.
Whiskey Jack's head. Like I
Yeah.
love
Yeah,
painting his head.
it's so anti like classic fantasy because it's kind of like it's why I love the Poppy War so much because our main character Ren like has this power available to her. Whiskey Jack now sees this opportunity for him, and instead of saying no, I'm going to do what's best for the cause as a whole, or for the empire, or the kingdom, whatever it may be. It's like no, this is me and my boys we're living.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, we're doing this our way. And I just love when I love when authors do that because then it's like it's so realistic because it's like you're going to do what's best for you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, the honor bound, duty driven, self sacrificial character is such a staple in fantasy. It's such a staple in D&D. Like that's such a but also so are the rogues and the thieves and the self interested. Like and sometimes the right decision isn't what's best for the kingdom, it's what's best for your squad. And I think that's what's so fucking cool about the bridge burners is that they feel they're this elite marine group, but they are also their own thing. They have become, this myth, and like I love that about them.
Yeah. Yeah, I love all the scenes. I mean, the Bridge Burners are probably my favorite like group to stay with. You know, they're my favorite group of POVs because of that, and they get a lot of build. Like in book 3, they get a lot of screen times.
Yeah.
Book 3 of Gardens of the Moon.
Book 3 of Gardens,
but also in book 3 they get a lot of screen
time.
So, but my favorite part of this chapter is definitely Quick Ben, and his conversation with
great.
Hairlock. So yeah,
it's so good. Yeah.
I called it last week that Hairlock's going nuts. So that's having that confirmed was fun. Hairlock's fucking crazy. He's like off the fucking and like I think you see Quick Ben realizing like oh shit like this is getting beyond what we really wanted.
Yeah, we can't control him.
And then he just punts him.
But yeah, that's so funny.
The kick away. Like he's like, I hope he forgets our conversation.
Yeah. Maybe he just won't remember that I did that. So I liked though that in the first half of this book, Hairlock's been punted twice. I said this in the book club. It really shows you that Steven Erikson has a pulse for what the readers want. Because we've had this deranged puppet kicked across the fucking room twice.
Yeah, Tattersail does a karate kick. Like she does a full leap in the air and just like sideswipes him. Like Sonya Blade style. Like that's the vibe of that kick.
But then Quick Ben just like, yep, just see ya, just place cake, just shoots.
He's sitting fully like crisscross applesauce on the ground, and just lets a leg out and kicks.
Yeah. So I'm officially I now want us to get merch that just says punt the puppet. Because
that's pretty good.
That's a good one. That's why you're a writer. That's why you're a writer, bud.
Unlike everyone else.
Nobody else has said that. I love that.
So yeah, that's officially my campaign for Punt the Puppet merch. And that was my favorite scene. I mean, obviously there's like it speaks to larger things, but I really enjoyed that scene with Quick Ben, who is becoming a really cool character in his own right. As we get more of him. So
I love Quick Ben, Quick Will. I love
and
Quick Ben.
It cracks me up that this chapter is so short. Like, I feel like typically writers have a cadence with their chapter lengths, like Erikson likes long chapters. He just likes them, right? They're super fucking long. And then randomly this one is really short. And then
I know rules.
And then my favorite part, and everybody in the book club was with this too. They're like, "Oh, we got a short chapter, nice." And they look at how long chapter 9 is. It's like 50 plus pages in print.
I think he did that like he couldn't. I think he operates in beats. So like Erikson is all about. He doesn't write length. It's not about the length. It's about the events.
Hitting all the beats.
So yeah. So he needed to start that beat. Chapter 9 starts with a beat, and you need that build. He's so good at building. A lot of people talk about Sanderson. Sanderson has the Sanderlanche, like all of his books. Kind of like his though are like they're a little like they're stagnant for a while. Erickson feels like you start building page 1, even the prologue, and it's like it's just going and going until you have the Malazaster, which is in this world they call it converging. You hear converging a lot in this book, and you'll continue to hear it, and it's because power attracts power is kind of the idea in Malazan. So when you have like a big, powerful figure come through, like an Animander Rake or like a god appears in a city, that kind of power on the mortal plane is going to attract other beings of equal power. And that's kind of the idea there. I don't know why that is. Like it's a principle of this world is that when you get power, when you have a lot of power in one spot, it attracts other power.
Yeah. Cool. All right. Do we want to do Maurice?
Let's do most things to remember for chapter 8, and then we'll because 9 and 10
they're
might take a bit.
Yeah.
There's not a lot here. Whiskey Jack is dope. The Moranth are the friends of the Bridge Burners. They have their back. And Hairlock's going crazy. I think that's really the stuff. Oh, Gear might die. This is something you have to remember. Gear might die because of Perrin. And that's bad.
Also, the confirmation that Perrin's sword is magical. That was this chapter.
Does that happen? Oh, yeah. And that Hairlock is scared of Perrin's
Hairlock
sword.
is scared of, and that's the reason he isn't killing Tattersail. And also, we know that Tattersail is like in a coma. Yeah. So a couple of things we forgot even. So yeah, Tattersail's in a coma, but and Hairlock wants to kill her, can't because Perrin is with her, guarding her basically.
Yes.
All right. Chapter 9. Why isn't my camera?
I was gonna say you're blurry.
Focus?
What happened?
Can't.
Turn it off, turn it back on.
I'm too powerful.
Oh shit. This fucking chapter, dude.
9 is
so
much.
I titled my my recap Perrin's sword and Tattersail's Warren.
Yes, I know. I saw that.
That's sexy.
Innuendo, baby. But also
all right.
Tool, which was I was trying to work in Tool, like Perrin's Tool, and
then it's like a threesome.
Yeah. Anyway, chapter 9. Give us the intro.
Tool needs that. It's probably been 100,000 years. So
I don't even know if it's there anymore. You know,
probably rotted away. Anyway,
yeah. Chapter 9. Our boy Tak finds Malazan elites killed by the Barghast allied with the Crimson Guard. Lorne and her Marines fight desperately and are saved by Tak and by Tool, the first Talanamas. Imas. Tattersail awakens, confesses her role in the destruction of the Mouse Quarter, and offering her life to Lorne. But Dujek intervenes, reminding Lorne of her duty as an adjunct. Political tensions arise as it's confirmed that the Empress and Taishrin are purging the old guard, except Dujek. And Perrin reveals his mission was to kill Sari, our Fisher girl.
Okay. This chapter is so much.
We get a lot.
Okay. Let's start with
opening, dude.
Yeah.
The opening scene is incredible. Erickson writes fight scenes so well. Like there are some writers that write incredible fight scenes. John Gwynn writes fucking beautiful fight scenes. Steven Erickson is up there for me because you see everything. It's so interesting, but it's also so epic. Like it's so fucking cool, everything that's happening. Anyway.
Can we just say, speaking of this fight scene, I gotta give props to the unnamed bodyguard with Lorne, who goes down like a champ.
Malazan elites, dude. The Malazan elites.
I mean, he gets speared through the leg and just keeps fighting. He's like rooted to the ground.
He's pinned.
He's literally rooted to the ground by a fucking spear and just keeps fighting.
Sick as fuck.
Yeah, I also really liked getting in Lorne's head. I think it humanized her a lot to see her like doubts and fears, and
How much do we know about Lorne at this point?
Very little at this point.
Okay.
Later in the chapter, a lot more.
In this chapter, we learn about her family and her being orphaned.
That's this chapter.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. So basically, the fight scene, and then Tool pops out of the ground and stabs a guy in the taint.
He's the best, dude. He's so cool.
Just spears him right through the middle. Man. Talon. Oh God. I think
you said it right.
The IMAS.
I think the narrator says IMAS. Talon IMAS. Yes. I think it's Talon.
That will be important in later books, knowing.
Yeah.
That will. It's interesting.
So he says IMAS, but reading it, I would say IMAS. So whatever. I
always say Talon Amas.
Yeah.
Amas.
Yeah.
I think I grew up Catholic, so I'm pretty anti the word mass. It's like it hurts to, I'm like, oh God, I gotta go to mass. So I like to say Amas.
Yeah. Basically, we get the introduction to him, and we learn that he's 300,000 years old.
As you are.
Yeah.
He's
how staggering is that number? I remember the first time I was like, that is like, you think, so a normal fantasy book, like you would hear, so I'm trying to think. So Ezra Hodden in Theft of Swords, he is like 900 years old, and that blows their mind.
Mm-hmm.
And then Erickson's like, no. 300,000 years old. Almost, we're closing in on 500,000 years.
So, 2,000 years ago, Jesus was born.
Yeah. For reference,
so it's like
for reference, the entirety of recorded human history has happened in about 10,000 years.
So 300,000 is just ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean, you're talking about in real life, 300,000 years ago is a different evolutionary stage. like
it makes me wonder if it was a typo and then he kept it.
Like maybe it was supposed to be 30, and he just
even 30 is insane.
Just a peek into this is I don't think it's a spoiler. So it's a lot of it might be. Fuck.
Type it in the chat. Yeah. So again, that number, that just always shocks me, that number, because it's just so ridiculous. Because usually it's like 1,000 years old is like ancient history. So
yeah,
it's yeah.
Well, I mean, you think about all the fantasy series that you read or that are popular or whatever, they all operate on timescales of like anywhere from 5 to 10,000 years is like the longest they'll go, right? Like that's.
Oh yeah, don't talk about that, Maurice.
Okay.
I haven't looked. I was like, do I know this yet?
No, don't look.
Okay. Okay.
Oh,
I like that point though.
Yeah. So 300,000 years.
Why?
Yeah, that makes sense.
So they're 300,000 years old. They've been fighting the Jagged, which we also don't know anything about. Just a name that's thrown around. Yeah, I'm excited to learn more about them.
He says
Jaghut.
Jaghut. Yeah, Jaghut. I just always said Jagged, like jacket off.
Yeah. Take your jacket
off.
Wait. Take off
your pants and Jagged.
That's it. The
Blink-182 album. Yeah. That's their best album. I will die on that hill. Take off your pants and jacket is the best.
Take off my jacket and then pants it.
Yeah. It's Maurice's version.
So yeah, I love the scene with Lorne though, and I love Talk's like one of my favorites. Dude. He's great.
He has one eye.
Yes.
That's important.
He talks about it a lot, so I think it would be hard to miss.
Well, it's constantly itching. That's so visceral for me. How his like fucking burned up face is always itching. It's very like.
When he talks about it all the time, it makes me itch.
Yeah,
and he can't scratch it too.
And then when he's like,
which he can't satisfy it. Yeah.
And then when he's like safe, it stops itching. It's so.
Well, there's the implication that there's a belief system.
Spidey senses.
What?
Spidey senses.
Yeah. Well, there's he talks about that people in I can't where the location was. Oh God, I forgot the people. Someone told him that it's losing an eye means you gain like other sight basically. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Do you think that? So we know that Fiddler is an adept. He has like some kind of arcane talent. He He's connected somehow. He gets those vibes, and it saved the bridge burners below Pale.
Yeah.
I kind of get the vibe that Talk has that too, that he has a very similar like thing to Fiddler, and that he's kind of connected. He's also a claw, so he does have observational skills that normal humans don't. But I think it's a little more than that.
Yeah, can you talk a little bit about what a claw is? Just briefly.
Yeah. So a claw they are the assassins of the Empire. We met Topper. Callum is he's regarded as like, I think when Tattersail first sees him, she's like, he kind of seems like a claw. Claws are assassins. They work for Lysine. They work specifically for the Empress.
Government-funded assassins.
Yes.
Like the CIA.
Yeah, these would be like CIA wet work operators. Right.
I mean, you did.
Are we cutting out?
Don't cut it.
I'm gonna leave it.
So
I'm gonna leave it.
If we're comparing them to things people know in real life, the Claw are the CIA like wet work assassins, and then the
wet work. Damn, son.
Bridge burners would be like spec ops, right? Like special forces.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
What's the Navy SEALs? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Or the Rangers, Army
Yeah,
Rangers.
maybe they could be more of a Rangers vibe. I'll be honest.
Who killed Osama bin Laden?
That was SEAL 6.
That's SEALs. Yep, that's the bridge burners, baby.
That's Whiskey Jack.
Yeah.
That's Whiskey
Jack.
He would have killed bin Laden like years before we ever did, dude. Mm-hmm. I mean, he would have Quick Ben helping him, so
they have actual magical powers. So I think it isn't quite fair.
Ben would just take a Warren, go grab him, pull him under.
I can't wait until y'all learn more about Quick Ben. Quick Ben is one of my favorite.
I know. I'm trying to think.
When did we learn? I can't remember when we learned.
I think.
Let me ask. I'm going to ask something in chat real quick.
Okay, I can't look at the chat though because Maurice sent.
No.
Yeah, you can.
So yeah, so we get the talk. He said he saves Lorne. We also learn that he's a killer marksman, even though he only has one eye. We meet the Talon Imas.
I think that's later. I don't even think that's in this book.
I'm wondering if I'm getting book 3 and book 1 confused. I just won't say anything.
I think that's book 3.
And then
I just won't say anything.
We get the trip back to Pale. And yeah, I thought this was an interesting moment for Lorne when she lets Talk ride with her. That felt interesting to me. There were 2 moments here where she showed more concern for her men than I expected. And during the fight,
that's what I wanted to ask.
During the fight with the Barghast, she tries to go and help the soldier who's pinned to the ground. Just get there in time, but she actively thinks about she's trying to get over there and help him. And then she lets Talk ride on the horse with her when he was surprised by that. He wasn't expecting.
Yeah. But, and I wanted to ask you, Will, real quickly. And this is something I thought of when I was going through this chapter was, does it worry you that Erikson is starting to make you care about Lorne?
A little, because she was very heartless.
Yeah.
On the road, during the Hound massacre.
Mm-hmm.
So this is an interesting change because you would usually expect them to go the other way, for her to be more human and then become more jaded.
Yeah, she's getting more human.
Yeah,
right.
So
what I like
starting to sympathize.
What I like about Lorne and the way she's written is that you're not in Lorne's head in that chapter when she sees. You're seeing who Lorne presents.
It's passive. It's passive.
You see the mask. She is the adjunct. She has to be this representation of power. Erikson also, his third-person omniscient is often tainted by the character whose head he is in. So you are often seeing people how your point of view character sees them. In this one, we're in Lorne's head. And Lorne is human. Every character in this series is not one-dimensional. They're fully fleshed out people. And I think that's the best way to write characters, is they have to be. Lorne can't just be this cold. She has a fucked up past. She has a lot going on, and she has this obligation to duty, but she also has her own feelings. What I love about that is she was protecting her guards, But Talk says, but of course she didn't. After they died, she didn't give him a second look.
Yeah.
She didn't have any care about what happened to their bodies afterward. They're food for crows at that point. So she's like, we can go. They don't even talk about it. And so like there is this heartlessness that it's like she cares when it's useful to her. Because I don't know. I definitely didn't see a full hero turn for her, obviously.
Yeah.
But we
She's
understand her a little more. What'd you say?
She hot?
No,
she hot? Do you think she's hot?
I think she's built like Brienne of Tarth. That's kind of the vibe I get.
Interesting. That's not how I picture her at all. Okay.
They say she has broad shoulders and she's a swordswoman. It's like she's a sword master. So I think I get the vibe that she's like more burly.
Jason?
Jason,
if you're listening,
there's no good art for her. There's no good art for her.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of characters we don't have good art for, but okay. Yeah, I just want to know if they're hot.
All right. Picture. Is she redhead?
Sure.
It's hot. I don't know that they've said. I picture her as a
redhead.
I picture her being more like severe, more than I picture her being like burly.
I do picture her.
That's hot to me though. Like, I like the severe. Sharp angles, even sharper words. That's my kind of.
Here's art.
In the chat. Can I look at the chat yet? Is that a thing I can do?
No. I'll look at it.
I think we got to delete. Let me see if I can just send it to you. I can send it to you quick, Will.
Lauren.
I can't.
Oh. Okay. I mean, there's some other art too. Oh, I like this one in the full gear. That's hot. Come in on me with that. Okay, we gotta.
Her like dead eyes.
Yeah. Here.
Oh man. Oh, do y'all know? And Will, have you picked up on this? When we see the Empress, what the hell?
Can you guys see that real quick?
Yeah.
Can you? Yeah.
There she is.
Okay, I got it to work.
Okay, that's pretty close. Yeah, that's pretty close to how I pictured her.
Okay, I'm not going to show any further than that because.
Yeah, don't show further. Than
that.
I
mean, yeah, I'm not kicking that out of the room.
Right. Yeah.
As long as she's got that full getup on, I'm in.
I'll get it. Just clink, like clinking about.
Yeah.
Can you, so Will, when you see Empress Lysine, do you know that she has blue skin?
Yeah, it's mentioned in the prologue.
It's so weird. It's just a thing we threw in that there's a race I have to remind
myself of. But
Nippon, the Nippon people are blue tinted.
Yes.
They're not like they're not blue. They're blue tinted. Which
they're not like avatars. Like
yeah, they're not avatars. They're just got a blue shade to them. You know, it's like olive but blue.
So there's actually
like Will has like a pink sheen.
Yeah.
There's a I'm white as fuck.
So does Noah. Like, by the way,
I was gonna say.
It's just funnier when we pick on Will because he was like, "What?
Is that me?
See, you just did it.
Is that me?
Will doesn't know if you like him or not. Like by the end of these things, he's like, he goes home and he's like, I just can't. I think Noah likes me today.
That's how I have friends of 30 years who don't know if I like them or not.
Yeah. Yeah, every night
I'll die for you, but I won't give you a hug.
It's all peachy back here behind the scenes, everybody. I
was gonna say, Noah's demonstrating what we like to call toxic masculinity.
Yes.
So no,
you can't just say that about people.
What?
You can't just say that about people, man.
Noah's a lot nicer off camera. I just want y'all to know that.
He is
a lot meaner in text, though. So it's
look. I get that from my dad. My dad gives me thumbs up or thumbs down.
There's a sweet spot. You got to be talking to him, but not texting him, but also not recording anything with him, and then he's much nicer. So.
He's got an image to maintain, and it is.
I do.
He does.
I have to.
Yeah.
He does.
And so do I. You know,
I don't want to freak people out. They're like, why is he being sweet?
Will is developing his
Like-
image right now,
Yeah, he's still working
actively
on it.
as we speak.
I got no
Great,
image,
dude.
man. I just am who I am.
C. William Phillips, writer
Are you Googling
of What Blood Remembers. I just
What are we
gave you a
doing?
plug, big dog.
Oh,
683, dude.
anything else we
Familiar
need to talk
follow.
about for chapter 9? Chapter 9, what do we
Yeah.
talk about?
Okay,
we haven't even got
chapter
to
so
nine.
we talked
Oh my
about,
God.
talk about Tool.
We have so gotten off track.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's
We're
get back to
Googling
it,
Will now.
We're so far into this. Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna give you some hit points to hit. Okay,
Yeah.
Malazan
Let's just hit it.
are fucking
ahead.
epic. Barghast are wild. Solana
Yes.
Mas. So we meet Tool.
They're dead.
We love Tool.
Yeah.
They're undead. The undead.
Are they
They're
dead?
undead.
Okay. I was a little unclear
Hey.
on this. I mean, this will probably be explained at some point. Are they actually were they raised from the dead, or are they just not able to die?
That gets explained. That gets explained in book 3.
We're not raised. They are preserved.
That was kind of my understanding.
They talk about that a lot in Memories of Ice.
Okay.
Okay. Because they can. I think it's mentioned in this. No, we won't talk about it yet because it's a spoiler. Okay, so Solana Mas though are fucking dope. They have unbreakable flint swords, which is so cool. And he just the art, all the art of Tool
awesome.
showing up from the ground, just right through the taint. Insane.
Yeah.
Insane.
Tool's sick. Tool's sick.
We Tattersail wakes up, and her and Perrin.
Yes.
Perrin.
Yeah.
Tell me your thoughts.
They're talking. There's obviously some distrust still. Not quite sure what to make of each other, but some sparks. We got some mutual attraction, right? Some push and pull happening.
How could you not?
And so, yeah, I thought that was really that was interesting. We learned the name of Perrin's sword in this chapter, right? That is this chapter.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
And that he got the sword and named it Chance. And in doing so, apparently invoked Opon. So
I love when people accidentally invoke gods and Malazan.
Yeah.
It's so funny.
So
it's like fuck.
But now he has a magic sword that apparently scares the shit out of the puppet and is keeping him at bay, which Tattersail I think also knows.
And we don't know what magic swords do yet, right?
We don't really know anything about the sword other than the fact that it could harm a hound, which is significant. And Hairlock is afraid of it despite being a mage, which you would think he would not be afraid of a sword.
I bet he'd be afraid of Animander's sword.
He would be. There's 3 swords we know, in fact, that he would be afraid of. Although he's fucking crazy, so he might not actually. I'm not sure he would have the wherewithal to consider all that now. We'll get to that. Their relationship though is clearly not quite fully trusting, but they also are mutually beneficial.
Before they get real far into that, because they're just talking to each other, they're telling each other everything that's happened. The trust is built in the next section, which is when Tattersail goes to dinner.
Yes, this is a huge scene. So before we talk about the dinner itself, Lorne gets back to Pale, goes and talks to Dujek one arm, and we learn that shit is kind of wild in Pale right now. Tayshran is sort of off the reservation, and he's planning to kill. Was it 90%? Was that of the nobility? Which is
pull them.
It's way more than they normally would cull. Because from what Lorne says, they would normally only do the problematic ones or the ones that are going to be, more difficult to deal with. And he's going to kill 90%, including children. So Dujek is trying to, he mentions this and Lorne's like, oh, basically what the fuck is wrong with Tayshran? and kind of gives the impression that like Tayshrin's out of his depth a little bit with managing this takeover of Pale. And we learned that Dujek and Tayshrin are at odds, obviously. So we also learned that Dujek has been how many attempted assassinations did they say?
Quite a few.
He's lost count, I think.
4 in a week. I think he said 4 in the last week.
Yeah.
And so the soldiers with him just don't even listen to him anymore. They just are there to protect him. They do whatever they can to keep him alive. And so this is all painting a picture of Dujek as this very affable, well-loved leader.
Savant. He's a strategist savant for sure.
Yes,
and then
we see that in action, which I thought was really cool.
Yeah.
When he's talking about positioning troops and reinforcements and blah blah blah, and he's having realizations in real time.
Whole, the battle sequence.
It reminds me. Have you guys read Wheel of Time?
I have not.
All right. Well, my point is not going to be made.
Other people might.
Well, okay. In Memory of Light, it reminds me of, I guess it won't be spoilers because nobody will understand what this means unless you've read it. It reminds me of Matt when he's looking from the sky at the battle and then moving people around. So people who've read Memory of Light will understand that reference. That's what that reminds me of with Dujek here.
Okay. So, yeah, he's playing the whole scenario in his head.
I know who Matt is.
Yeah, I know who Matt is.
Matt's the best, dude.
I did not watch the TV show. I tried the first episode. I didn't.
It's pretty okay. There's nothing wrong with it. I don't know why everybody hates on it. It's fine.
So,
okay, go ahead.
Anyway, Dujek is playing this entire battle scenario in his head. He's having realizations in real time and then using information from that to decide how much to tell Lorne. So we really see that like he is a genius level strategist. And Lorne is completely not. And so she is like admitting in the moment, admitting defeat, like I can't outmaneuver him in this regard. And then we also learn that not only because when she talks to Tayshrin later, that she doesn't only see him as like a capable opponent, she respects him like deeply and his ability to command loyalty. And she knows that he's untouchable, basically. They cannot get rid of him because of how much loyalty
they would destroy themselves.
Yeah. So, Lorne is pretty smart about like maneuvering the political machinations of all this, and Tayshrin is not. Tayshrin's a dipshit. Is all the all that I'm reading.
Tayshrin is a high mage. He's very, very talented, very powerful.
Very powerful.
Obviously, he's not a politician. And that's I think what we learn here is that he's not a politician.
Well, then we also see Dujek outmaneuver him in this scene because of the when he's trying to get the role of the nobility, and Dujek sets the library on fire. And so he's like, "Oh wow, that sucks. You want me to investigate that for you and find out how that happened?"
Weird. That's crazy. Yeah,
Dujek in this chapter, Dujek leapt high up the list of favorites. I think probably for a lot of people.
One arm, baby.
Yeah, love Dujek, and I really am liking what we get of Lorne here and like seeing more of her thought process and how she works. So I like that. And again, that both of these people are just way smarter than Tayshrin when it comes to maneuvering this kind of situation. So,
moving into the dinner, Talk the Younger. He's like, he does not belong at this table. He knows he doesn't belong at this table. And he's like, what the fuck am I doing at this table right now? With his
That's kind of Talk's MO though, isn't it? He's like places he shouldn't belong.
Yeah. Talk the Younger I fucking love Talk the Younger.
Talk's great,
I love that scene because when he walks in and he's like self-conscious about his eye and Dujek's immediately like, look at that shit. Like it's such a like when you're like self-conscious of something and then there's that like one uncle at the dinner who's like, what's that thing you got going on there?
What's up with your eye, dude? What happened?
Right. So
I heard you had a pregnancy scare.
Right.
What's going on there?
So
did you hear about that, Mom?
I really, really liked that sequence. I think Talk was the perfect POV character for this dinner.
100%.
And
He's
then
so out of his depth, and he's just like, guys.
well, he is, but he isn't. He is, but he isn't. He is out of his depth, and then he's not a politician. But he is extremely adaptable and an expert at reading people and reading situations. So we see a little bit of that from him too. Tattersail shows up looking hot.
Hot
just yeah, she's all dressed up.
Is this where Talk's like, oh, man, she's pretty nice looking if you like them big?
That's yes, he does say exactly that. If you like them big, yeah. She's not. He says like she's not bad if you like them big. I think is how he says it. Yeah.
Well, he was like, oh, he kind of has a stirring in his loins. Is the impression I got?
He does. He does from
like,
the draft. We all then that moment is very short lived because then Lorne drops the bomb.
Do it! Yeah,
drops the bomb that Tattersail, our beloved baddie Tattersail, was responsible for the culling or helping cull the mages in the beginning of the book. So the slaughter of many people
Mouse Quarter.
In the Mouse Quarter. Yeah. Which is what, if I'm not mistaken, what Perrin is like looking out on, right? As he's talking
when they're smelling something, and Perrin's like, it smells like bacon, and Whiskey Jack's like, and he kind of just lets that pass. That is Tattersail cooking people with the other mages. Which is wild. That's so crazy.
That is a fascinating sequence because we have been with Tattersail the entire book. I mean, we've gotten to know her. We like Tattersail. Tattersail's cool. Tattersail's a fucking murderer, and to a degree that is significant. That's more than a lot of other characters.
I gotta say that makes her kind of hotter. Makes her hot.
These lines are blurred in times of war. You know, the lines are blurred. And I think
and it's not like
what she says. She's like, we just got out of hand. We were.
Yeah.
We just.
Well, and this is what I've talked about before, but Erickson's ability to take these moments and not use them for shock factor and keep the focus on the human element of the tragedy is fascinating. So we get this drop that Tattersail did this thing. Tattersail's not a different character all of a sudden. She doesn't suddenly become a villain, but she acknowledges that, like, yeah, we did this horrible thing, and like I have to live with that. And I immediately left that company and like tried to change, and now I'm right back here where I fucking started. I think that that's a fascinating and like very realistic way to look at this. Like,
I agree.
Yeah, I thought it was really well done. And then I thought it was also interesting that like when she offered, like, yeah, you could execute me, and Lauren's like, sounds good, let's do it. I was like, oh shit.
Lauren's been like on site. She's like, she heard the name Tattersail. She was like, that can't be who I think it is.
Yeah.
Surely that's not the Tattersail that I know. And then she sees her and she's like,
kill her.
Like, it's like pull the gun, shoot her in the head kind of moment. Like where you're like, she almost just walks over and decapitates her. It's crazy.
Well, and Lauren is one of the few people who is not magical that could just straight up kill Tattersail. So,
what do you think of her sword?
Very cool. Very cool. Don't know a lot about it yet.
I love that he put that. I love that Erickson has a tool in his world that basically just negates magic. I think that's so fucking dope.
Well, and then when Dujek steps in, it's like, you can't just kill her. Tattersail's like, no, wait, I'll challenge you to a duel. And I think, is it Talk that goes over and is like, hey, you know that she has a sword that can just like negate everything you do and walk over and kill you.
When Talk is going to. Talk wants to go tell her.
But he realizes that she already knows.
But Tattersail looks at him and is like, oh, she knows.
Yeah. But then Dujek reminds Lauren of her responsibilities to the Empire. And then we see the mask come back on, right? So we've had this really interesting character moment where Lauren has let the mask slip, and we've seen the human being beyond the adjunct. And then she realizes what she's about to do, and that it would be bad for the Empire if Tattersail was dead. And so she turns it off. And so you're seeing the conditioning
bad
of her.
For the Empire, bad for the Empire, but bad for Lorne. I think that's something to remember too, is that Lorne doing this very human thing humanizes her to other people, and that is something she doesn't want. She needs to be seen as a figurehead who is unapproachable, who is scary, and
Yeah.
if she does this for selfish reasons, it's bad
there's
for her
that.
image. If
There's
anything,
that, but
she's
also
like
the fact that
that's sick, dude. Oh yeah.
There's also the
Risky
fact
Jack
though
over
that
here.
right. There's also the fact that Dujek likes Tattersail. Like he's a fan of Tattersail. So
Yeah.
if she kills Tattersail, she alienates Dujek. Like potentially alienates Dujek, which is something she's stated that she does not want to do. So
she can't.
You know, Tattersail is kind of untouchable for her. She can't. You know, and so she has to put the facade back up. So I thought that was a fascinating character moment when we like, and Talk is like thinking about it actively while it's happening. That like Lorne, the human, just died, and the adjunct is now in charge. Fully in charge. So that was interesting.
You understand everyone's perspective in that room.
Mm-hmm.
Like you totally get why Lorne wants to do what she does, and you get why she doesn't do it.
Yeah. And you understand why Tattersail would let her, because clearly, like she's got guilt and things that are eating at her. Yeah.
And if we want to talk about like character work through literary devices and just POVs, that gives you an idea. This is obviously way more than anybody would probably think about this, but if you think about who the POV's from, right, in this, and how they're seeing everyone, and how well you understand those people, Erickson's showing you how actually perceptive your POV is, right? So with Talk in this situation, you're seeing, okay, you understand why Talk is who he is, why he's a claw, right? Why he's so good at what he does. It's because he sees these people and he's able to interpret these people and give them to us in that way. From that limited point of view, it's just like it gives you an idea of what kind of person he is too. So that's just character work without actually writing in character work. It's just showing you what Talk is reading from these people and seeing is from these people.
That's so interesting.
So it's very good.
He's showing you Talk's ability by showing us Talk's perspective. That's so interesting.
Yep.
Yeah,
it's very well done. Yeah. So we move on into the actual dinner, which has to be the most awkward dinner of all time. And then let me think what came next. This scene is so packed full of stuff. I'm trying to make sure I don't miss anything.
It's okay to miss stuff.
Well, the big thing is that basically Tattersail lies about knowing where Perrin is, and Talk covers for her with the adjunct.
That's right.
That's a big moment because that's Talk choosing loyalty to the second over loyalty to the adjunct. Yep. So that's
which is going to come into play next chapter.
Yeah, exactly. And it's also a huge moment for him personally that he's been embedded with the second, but he's a claw. He's supposed to be separate.
Yeah.
But he's sitting there,
and he's supposed to be government. He's government funded.
Yes, but he's realizing in real time that his allegiances have shifted.
He's
at least
CIA
some
asset who is
can
allied himself with the armed forces.
Yeah. So let's cut this chapter right now.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go into chapter 10.
Okay.
Not for time, but I think it just flows well at this point, especially the first point in chapter 10. You want to? What do you got, Maurice?
I think we covered everything just now, but I'm gonna go ahead and say, Tool's fucking dope. Talana Mas are what they are. 300,000 years old. Talk the Younger. He's a baddie. He's got one eye. Dujek, one arm. This is something to remember forever. He is a master strategist, and he is super valuable to the Malazan Empire, to the Empress, to everyone. You don't fuck with Dujek.
Everybody wants Dujek.
Yeah. And then Tattersail, we understand, we get a little glimpse into her past, and we get a glimpse into Lorne's past. And I think you just those are character building things. That's all you really need to know there. And the big part of this chapter, the next big thing is what we're not talking about yet, which is I think we're going to talk about at the beginning of chapter 10.
Yeah. I just think it flows well that way. But yeah, so I'm going to read a short summary of chapter 10 here. And right at the beginning of the summary, you'll understand why I stopped us there. So, chapter 10, Tak commits to the Second Army and betrays the Empress and Lorne, while Perrin refuses any role in killing the bridge burners. They go looking for Tattersail. Tool reveals he has raised a field that deadens magic. Tattersail confronts Bellardan and learns that Tool and Lorne are guarding a Jagat tyrant's tomb to prevent its opening. Why don't we talk about that and then we'll read the rest of the summary. It's a long summary for chapter. A lot happens here.
So can I talk about what happens at the very end of chapter 9 just real quick?
Yes. Yep. And then then you can roll right into
Perrin gets it in and he gets some.
Before that, he reveals his mission.
Yeah. Yes. Sorry. Yeah. I guess that. Whatever.
To kill Sari.
His mission is to kill Sari, not to kill Whiskey Jack.
I'm just gonna kill Sari. The bridge burners are gonna be fine. And Tattersail's like, no, dog. Taishrin wants to kill the bridge burners. The Empress wants to kill the bridge burners.
All of them.
Yes.
And Perrin's like, no. Why would
she
want to do
that? She wouldn't do that.
She wouldn't do that.
Poor naive little baby. So then
be nice to Genoa's.
What?
Genoa's, Perrin?
Genoa's.
Yeah. I am nice to him, but he's still a naive little baby. If he thinks that the Empress, who we already know murdered a bunch of people to get to where she is, wouldn't just kill more people.
Right.
So he thinks she wouldn't do it. Tattersail's gonna go to Darujistan and tells Perrin to stay behind. And he's like, I don't want to do that. She's like, do it anyway. He's like, okay, mommy. And then they
the hot mommy,
right?
Hot mommy, not mommy.
No, it was supposed to be a sexy thing. It was not. Yeah. Okay. And then
they kind of have this like smoldering kind of like look, and then she starts walking out, and she's like, I gotta go to bed. I'm tired. And he's like, how tired are you?
Yeah, how tired are you?
And she's like, not that tired.
Yeah, I also like that in the moment she's thinking, she's like, oh, he's so young. And then just takes him in there anyway. Because Tattersail's over 200 years old.
Yes.
And Perrin is like 22.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
insane.
Yeah. So anyway, that's where chapter 9 ends. And then we pick up with chapter 10 when Tattersail's on her way. Tattersail's on her way to Darujistan.
She goes. So Tattersail gets in the middle of the night, she wakes up in a cold sweat and she's like, I gotta fucking go. I gotta go. And she doesn't know why. She's compelled to just leave. She leaves everything behind. She doesn't take anything with her.
Even though we just established that she famously takes her wardrobe everywhere.
Everywhere. And she deuces it, leaving Perrin in the lurch.
Yes.
In the cold.
Yes.
Hit it and quit it.
Yeah. How's it feel? So she leaves. Perrin is talking to Tak, and we get this established.
He's like, hey, Tak, whose side are you on? He's like, that's a hard question. Who am I kidding? No, it's not. Second for life. Like that's basically verbatim what Tak said.
Yeah.
And they're like, what?
That's a quote.
Yes, that is a direct quote from Steve Erickson.
Second for life, bitch.
Yeah. And so then they leave to go chase her down, if I recall correctly.
Yes.
And
yes.
Then Lorne and Tool are also leaving. And we're a little less clear about their motivations, but Tool is doing lore drops along the way. So we get some information on them.
We learn about his bubble.
Yes.
Here.
Yes, his bubble that he put up to deaden magic around them, which leads to Tattersail being ending up in this confrontation with Bellardan.
I imagine her. Have y'all played the game It Takes Two?
No.
Oh.
Yeah? Some?
No. I played a way out.
Well, It Takes Two is like y'all should play it with your wives. It's super fun. Me and my wife are playing it right now. But there's a scene where you're like running through this tunnel that's like a wire, and it's starting to get squished as you're running it. And that's kind of what I imagine is she's kind of like, or do y'all watch Survivor? Jesus. Okay. Well, in Survivor,
this is how I read so much. I don't do anything.
Survivor, they have in challenges a lot of times they have them go under cargo nets that are like basically fucking
Okay.
hanging tightly over a mud bed, and so they have to crawl through the mud and lift the cargo net. That's what I kind of imagine she's doing in
Yeah.
this scene, is
Well,
like kind of pulling aside the curtains in her warren so she can like walk through, and she's like can't breathe, it's claustrophobic, like
mhm.
yeah.
Yeah. So let me
All of
continue
that
on the
for
summary
that,
now with
which
chapter
was
10.
nothing. I should not have
Yeah.
even. So sorry.
So you're fine. No, I loved it. Now we know we got to play it take 2. We need to go watch Survivor. All
Yes.
48 seasons. So let me
Baby.
continue with the summary now because we're hitting the part in the summary now because now we're at Tattersall running, right? So um in a desperate attempt to in a desperate attempt to escape, Tattersall opens her warren within Tool's deadening field, resulting in an explosion that births something new.
Okay. This scene is wild. So basically she's facing down Bellarden. She asks him, she talks to him for a bit and basically is like, "Are you really gonna fucking kill me?" And he's like, "Yeah, pretty much. I'm going to."
This scene
Yeah.
pissed me
Like,
off. This
oh,
scene
it
pissed me
made
off
me
so bad.
He's such a big old bitch. Oh my god. So
Wait, I hate how
basically,
she's like, what? Are you a fucking liar? And he's like, what do you mean? And she's like, you said we would talk. And he's like, we can talk on the way. And she's like, no, I want to talk now. And he's like, okay, fine, we can talk now. Jesus. And I was like, that is such a fun. She's like, I don't know how to stall for time. She's like,
Let's
just go.
talk now.
It's a gambit, you know?
yeah. So they talk, and then as she's like stalling for time, she realizes there's some residual magic left on the corpse in a bag that Bellarden is carrying around with him.
Who's in the bag?
His wife, Nightchill.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
if you remember, Tattersall's the one who put a spell on it so that it would not decay further. And she realizes, oh, there's some magic there, and she's thinking, hey, Hairlock moved his consciousness to a puppet. Maybe I could do some crazy shit. And
okay, I want to talk about this. She's like, maybe I can put my soul into this fucking corpse that we already know is stinking, but we need to talk about the desperation of that, because
yeah.
I think Tattersall fully believes she can't defend herself against Bellarden, because if she opens her warren, she's going to die. It'll consume her. So what she has to do is fight him hand to hand. And Bellarden is like 9 feet tall.
Yeah, he's giant.
And she's like, if I have to fight this guy,
I'm dead.
I guess the question is, should Tattersall have done this insanely stupid thing she did? Or should she have just gone with him and maybe gotten out of the fucking bubble? That would have been good. Like,
yeah, she should.
Like, what?
Why I mean, at this point, we know Tattersall makes bad choices.
We do. We know.
But she also,
we know that now.
She believes that she needs to stop them from releasing the Jagged Tyrant. She's like, that's what they're going to do. So
which Lorne and Tool are defending.
Yes. Or she believes in this chapter that Lorne and Tool are going to open it. And Bellarden's like, they're not going to open it. That would be insane. And she's like, yeah, dude, they're fucking, yes, that's what they're doing. They're insane. And Bellarden's like, nah. But I think that's why she's so desperate.
And we don't really understand how, until you read Deadhouse Gates, I don't think we really understand why she's so desperate here to not let this open, the Jagged, right? Like, we kind of have an idea, but then we see, I don't want to go, the second, you're just going to understand why she's so desperate here. I feel like you have a better understanding of that after this.
I think you get an idea in this book as well.
Is it in these? I read these like back to back. So I'm trying to remember.
My just, virgin opinion was, we've already talked about how a lot of times characters make weird choices when the gods intervene. When like Opon is influencing someone, they might do something that's out of character. So my understanding here was that probably something influenced her to leave in the middle of the night with none of her gear, for one. and then something might be influencing her to make this choice.
I don't think so. I don't
You don't
think
think
she's
so?
getting influenced. I think it's true to her character that she wants to be a hero. Like we already have seen the guilt and how that plays on her. I think in this moment she's trying to be a hero. She wants to save the day. She wants to stop Lorne. She wants to stop Tool. She wants to make sure that this jagged tyrant doesn't get released, and she doesn't trust the Empire. So I think she's like, I can get out of here and I can save the day. It doesn't matter if I die. Like that's her whole I think. That's my take.
Well, yeah. So what she does, well, can I say what she does?
What happens to her? Yeah, go. Say it.
She dies. So she
What?
Yeah, we see that in this chapter. We see that.
She opens her warren, and basically hugs Bellarden, and because he sees what she's about to do and tries to stop her, and she does it anyway. And a little bit later on, Perrin and Talk come up on this scene because basically this creates this explosion into this fire that's like, I picture like a pillar of fire into the air.
Yep.
Conflagration.
So
it can be seen.
So let me go.
Go ahead.
Let me go back to the summary now. Okay. Sorry, this is a long. So I'm just taking it as we go. But okay, so Perrin and Talk later find Tattersail dead, and Nightshill's bones are missing.
Oh.
Notice I'm pausing there. And the tracks, hold on, and the tracks of a child leading away. Thoughts?
Yeah. So I mean, the obvious
clarity on this.
But the obvious connection is the obvious connection for the reader is she's put herself into the body, the corpse, and has left. And obviously, Perrin doesn't.
It's weird that it's child footprints. That's very interesting.
Yes, that is weird. Yes, because Nightchill was a giant, right? Wasn't she?
She was not a giant. She was a regular woman.
She's just a chick.
Regular. Okay.
She just liked.
She was banging a
big
giant.
Slong. Big slong.
Y'all wait until book 5. We're talking about schlongs. Y'all wait till book 5. All right.
I'm stoked. That's gonna be sick. That's my birthday month too, May. So.
Happy birthday, Noah. So. Yeah, and Perrin gets there. And he's like, "Well, damn, my girlfriend's dead."
Talk's like, "Hey, that's Tattersail," and Perrin's like, "No, I fucking know. I'm gonna kill Lorne." And then
then he vows to kill the adjunct.
Yeah. Oh, here we go. Perrin vows to kill the adjunct.
Boom.
Almost like I read it before, and so that is kind of setting the stage for what's next. Is that the end of the summary?
No.
Okay.
We still have one more point we need to hit with a couple characters. So if there's anything you want to say about Tatter, let's finish talking about. Oh,
he looks dead.
Sweet baby.
He's not. I assume.
Dogs always look dead.
He's breathing, but he's been sleeping over here in his little heating pad.
Little gear. So anything about Tattersail or Talk or Perrin in this moment? Because after this, we're going to talk about two different characters for the end of chapter 10. Okay. So Perrin vows to kill the adjunct. That's like a pin in that. Okay. Meanwhile, Crone meets Kaladin Brood.
Oh, shit.
And Calor, his second. Brood moves to protect the coin bearer. And Crone barely survives an encounter with a fully unhinged hairlock. And that is the end of book 3.
A lot of people thought that the hairlock who was attacking the Great Ravens was Tattersail. That was not. That was Hairlock for sure. In the book club, a lot of people were like, "Oh, I thought that was Tattersail." Good. Thank God I'm reading these recaps.
So Kaladin Brood, very cool introduction. He's a badass, seemingly.
He's awesome, isn't he?
Yeah, big old hammer.
Dude, there's such a good picture of him on the old cover from Memories of Ice.
Oh yeah.
Should I bring it up?
I am curious about something. The Tiste Andi, they're immortal, right? They're immortal.
Yes.
I'm understanding that. Okay.
Yeah.
How old are some of Kroll? Kroll, that is his name, right?
Yeah.
The implication is that he's very old, right?
So, okay.
Are they?
Ask your question. I think I know where you're going.
Are they Is this someone who would have been around? Are they they're younger than the Tilanimas, right? They're not that type of agent.
You don't. This will get brought up.
Okay.
Yeah, you find out about and this might not even be till Memories of Ice. I'm not going to lie to you.
The Memories of Ice cover, I think that's Gruntle.
Oh, the Grundle. Yeah. Where's that picture? What picture of Kaladin Brood am I thinking of? I do love Grundle. I know we can't talk about Grundle yet, but he's great.
There are a lot of cool ones.
Yeah, let me look at the one I'm thinking of. You guys keep talking.
They talk about how old this guy is, and I just was, as I was reading it, I was thinking, I wonder if he's the same, of a similar age to the Tilanimas.
They call him gray-skinned, kind of he's got this really sallow quality to him. You just know he's ancient. That's all you really know. But he's not a Tiste.
Okay. I misunderstood that.
You don't know that. I'm telling you that, but
okay. Because Brood is. Am I correct? Brood himself is half. Is that right, or is he
half? He's half Barghast.
Okay. But he's not, because he's commanding Tiste Andi, right? So, okay. I don't know why I just assumed he was half Tiste.
Hold on, let me see what we know.
In a similar fashion to Topper, right? He's half.
Yeah, Topper is half Tiste Andi lineage. Let me make sure that I'm not wrong. I think
I was just trying to think of the way in which a human would come to find themselves in charge of the Tiste. You know what I'm saying?
So Kaladin Brood is not just a man. He's not just a Barghast.
No.
He is a figure who has been written about alongside Animander Rake. They have been friends for centuries. They know each other well. Kaladin Brood is a mythical figure himself.
Yeah. They mentioned that in chapter 2. But I just was a little unclear on the full scale of that. Which, I mean, that's fine.
I don't think you're not supposed to know. You'll get more information in the coming books. That's a Raffo. Hello. Yeah, there he is.
So I can't find the exact one that I'm thinking of, but this one's pretty close. But this gives you an idea of he's a big dude.
Well, he's 7 feet tall, right? They said that.
Yeah.
They talk about huge. The broadness of his shoulders and stuff.
Yeah. Nobody look.
Is it the?
Okay, I'm gonna stop.
Is it the scene I'm thinking of? God, I love that.
I just don't know what. I'm worried to. I'm gonna stop.
Yeah, don't share your screen of the wiki. That's a terrible idea. I couldn't see it from here, thankfully, but you're gonna spoil yourself too. You've only read 3 books.
It's fucking.
Well, am I? What if maybe he's done after?
Something tells me that even if he dies in book 3, there's still an opportunity to learn. There's still things that you could spoil about the further books by reading his wiki page.
Sure. Yeah, I don't read wikis. I mean, I'll look at pictures though.
No, look at this picture. Don't look at this, Will. Sorry, dude. You're not rereading, you know? Can't wait for this moment. I cannot wait for this moment.
Yes. Okay. Yeah.
That's in the Broken Binding edition.
This. Yes, I love this. That is such a good scene. Holy shit. Okay. All right, back to our meeting.
So I think though that pretty much wraps us up, right?
Yeah. Did you? I mean, we don't really need to hit on. Well, let's just, Mo, give us your important stuff for chapter 10.
Chapter 10 is called "The Bad Day in the Rivi Plain." Because here's what we know: Tok chooses the second. Perrin He was never going to betray the bridge burners. Tool has a Tool, the Amtos, is it? It's not Falak. That's the Jagged. Amtos Tulan. Is that the?
Lon.
That's the amass. Uh, yes. Okay. We also hear about Gothos, who is a figure that is mentioned often throughout the series. In this, he wrote a book called Gothos' Folly, and that book is often referenced. That's all you need to know. Just start familiarizing yourself with the name Gothos. Fisher Tal, Fisher Keltath is another that is often referenced. Just remember that name. Just start. So Tool and Lorne are going to potentially free a Jagged tyrant, or they're not. We don't really know.
We don't know.
Tattersail believes they are, though. So she is like, I gotta get out of here. Tattersail dies. So does Bellarden. And then
they die.
Something happens.
They die.
Something new is born in the conflagration. So we don't know what that is. We don't know, is that Tattersail? Is that Bellarden? Is that Nightchill? Like, is it something totally new? We don't know right now. The last thing, Perrin's gonna kill the adjunct. And then Crone. Crone is a badass. We meet Caladan Brood. Remember the name Calor. And that he was like, I told you you should kill Anamanda Rake. And Kaladin's like, I'm not going to kill him. Stop asking me to do that. That's.
I cannot wait till everybody gets to talk about Calor, dude. I'm not even going to say anything about it. I just can't wait till we talk about him.
Me too, man. Remember the man. He's Brood's second in command. And then Brood wants the coin bearer protected. So it's kind of weird. We kind of see a dynamic between Caladan Brood and Anamanda Rake, who we know are allies, but are kind of have like a not a kind of a tenuous relationship.
It's a weird relationship.
Yeah.
It's a weird relationship. Mm-hmm. They're friends, but they know they shouldn't be friends.
And they fight. You know, it's like, it feels like they fight each other. They like argue a lot.
Yeah, which I think you do when you're friends with someone for long enough.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
And then Crone is like, who's killing my sister birds? Who's killing my babies? And she goes down and a fucking giggling puppet tries to devour her and hurts her. I feel like Crone was like surprised. Like,
yes.
And I guess Crone can't eat chaos magic. I don't know. Because that's weird. Because usually she can kind of just devour magic. So maybe that's different with chaos magic. But that, food for thought.
Yeah. Yeah, Tattersail just giggling and laughing and hopping in and out of his warren, killing birds. Just.
Yeah. So if we had to boil down book 2 and 3, 3 things that we should really remember. We've got Tattersail's dead.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sad.
And we have Darujasan, the Phoenix Inn working for Baruch, and Whiskey Jack. Tok and Perrin are not going to betray the bridge burners.
Yeah,
they're on the bridge burners team.
Yep. Oh, and also, Quickban is doing something that we don't fully understand.
Quickban is literally always doing something in every book.
Oh boy, he's on another level for sure. I'm so excited.
Yeah, he doesn't belong with these guys.
I think I'm in the last book at this point. I might be in book 7. I'm zooming ahead.
Yeah.
I'm ready to talk about these next chapters, guys.
These next few I've read, so I'm staying like a part ahead, basically, of wherever we are, and this next section's yeah.
Well, Will, tell us what section so everybody here, what section are we reading next?
So I set up these milestones in the club so that people can kind of
the Fable Book Club
can kind of be prepared for what each podcast is going to cover. So for now, I have it set up. We can change this now if we need to. For the next episode, we would cover chapters 11 through 16. That's books 4 and 5. Do you think we can cover
4 and 5? And
For sure, we need to do that. We need to do that to stay in the month of January.
That was my concern. Is if we don't do that, we won't finish it in January.
It's gonna be a long episode next week.
Yeah,
it'll be an even longer episode the final week, because I think
I would guess
have the book finished by the 4th.
Yeah, I think so. Next week's episode is probably going to be 3 hours. The one after that might be pushing.
We just pushed 220. So
we're gonna get better and better every time we do this.
Yeah, we're gonna.
We'll tighten up. We'll stop talking about Sanderson. We'll stop talking about.
Well, the riffs are part of it. We'll never
parents.
just get rid of the vamps. That's part of it. But yes, we are going to work on keeping it tighter. But I'm looking at the milestones just so everybody can keep an eye on this. So next week we will be talking about chapters 11 through 16. The following week would just be book 6, which is chapters 17, 18, and 19. And then book 7 would be its own thing. Like book 7 and the epilogue would be its own. Now, we can
talk about this in the book club. We have 2 extra months, right? Yes. For all of it. So we are able to go a week. We are able to go a week.
Here's the thing about that. Yes, but Gardens of the Moon is not the longest book, and they get longer. Like, I know Memories of Ice is 1,000 pages, right?
So,
and then
I will say this. At least from the 3 that I've read, I feel like once we get the big one, once we get through 1 and 2, we're gonna have a lot of established stuff. So it's gonna be easier to go back and reference, as opposed to, because right now we're trying to get everybody bought into all these different aspects of the series.
There's
right?
A lot less learning, I feel like, happening later on too.
Yes, because we know it now. We can mention like Parent Sword. You'll be like, oh, okay, Parent Sword. We know. Not saying Parent Swords comes up later, but that's just an example, And then we talk about the bridge burners. We understand how cool the bridge burners are at that point. So when they come up in book 3, that should be a 2-minute conversation as opposed to a 10-minute conversation explaining why they're cool.
Like I said, I'm fine to change this. I was just trying to keep it where we finish the book on the 31st. You know what I'm saying?
I got you.
So
I got what you're saying. So we'll do our 5th episode on the 2nd.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
Unless
you guys want to put book 6 and book 7 together. But I know book 7 is the longest. And my thought was between that and I'm sure what's a lot in the epilogue and just kind of a general looking back on the book, that should be its own episode.
We'll talk about this off camera.
Yeah.
We can dig in. Yeah. This isn't anything for you guys to worry about. We have a whole year to do this.
You could just 100% cut this whole conversation.
I'm not gonna. So people are gonna want to listen to it. I guarantee it.
Cut! That's what we do.
Hold on, I can mark this clip. That I just marked the clip. So no, I learned how to mark clips. So now I can.
Oh, I thought you were gonna clip it.
I could. No. I can mark where I go in and delete stuff. I'll just delete that last few minutes, but let's end here.
So next week,
right?
Next week,
what are we reading for next week?
Next week we are going to be covering books for, let me see here, books 4 and 5, which is going to be chapters 11 through 16. So it's
11 through 16.
6 chapters in total for next week. And for whatever this is worth, I have not read book 5, but for whatever this is worth, I'm looking because you can see how many comments are in each chapter's chat room in the Fable Book Club. Chapter 15 has 22 comments already. And no other book in book 5 has more than 7.
Yeah, that's gonna take a while.
So I'm just assuming that chapter 15 is significant. So yeah,
and I have not done my recaps. I haven't done recaps for 13 on. So that's crazy. That's not a recap. Chapter 13 has 28 comments.
Some big ones. I can tell you, I've already gone through book 4, and it's got a lot. It's got a lot happening. So, those of you who have not read it,
the Malazan,
get caught up.
The Malazan.
We're officially, if I'm not mistaken, as of finishing this episode, is the reader halfway through the book now? I think they're about halfway.
Yes.
That's crazy.
It's about halfway. Yeah, it's about halfway. I think I'm like 62%, and I've just finished book 5. So, or
I think we're a little over.
So hey,
no. Here we go.
You're over halfway in. You know, you can't be intimidated by it anymore.
Yeah.
You're over halfway into the book.
Yeah.
So,
and from what I've seen, we've only had one person who
who complained,
which is totally valid. I want to make that clear. You do not have to love the book. It's okay.
Yeah.
You're allowed. Just go ahead. I mean, it's easy to leave a book club. But I suggest you stick around.
Yeah, give it a shot. Finish the book.
Because Deadhouse Gates is a completely different book with completely different characters. You may be all in on that.
If you're already in.
Yeah.
If you're already in, just keep staying.
Yeah, just see what happens. Yeah.
So anyway,
all right. I'm gonna end.
Anyway,
I'm gonna end this.
Yeah,
I'm gonna end this. Hey, this was a good discussion. We got some good stuff in here. I was happy Will let me and Maurice talk a little bit this episode. So that should go well. That should go well. But hey, thank you guys for being here. I'm going to stop this recording. I appreciate everyone for listening, for following along. If you're not in the book club yet, do it. If you need to find us anywhere, we're on socials. It's easy to find us from the book club. It's easy to find us anywhere. Just Google our names. You can talk to us. Will probably get back to you the fastest because the least amount of people follow him. So if you have a question, touch base with Will. And that is where I'm going to end this. I will talk to you guys later.